Never say goodbye.
Meh.
Never.
What's that?
Why am I singing bad Bon Jovi?
Because you're
All
a
right.
weirdo.
So, we want to do this? Are y'all ready to do this?
You are a lunatic.
I hope y'all got stories.
Nope.
I've got stories.
Hope y'all got show.
I got show.
All right, so let me make sure everybody's looking right. You're there, you're there, you're there. Okay. So
Am I cute? That's the question.
Yeah.
I would do anything for a buzz right now. It's 5 days
Hey,
in
are
and I want
you?
to jump
If
off
you're
a
sober,
tower.
does that mean even medicines?
No, I need medicines, by the way. You're going to have to front me this week, though, because I forgot my money.
The fuck do I look like?
Uh-oh, I'm about to get popped.
I don't know. Take him out.
You think this is some kind of game, man? It'll only be till Friday.
Are you a Mormon? I'll take you out.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the-
Because you're
Cartel did.
only taking Mormons out?
The cartel story. All right, so here's let's start this up.
Oh, that's a good idea.
The beginning.
The devil.
I'm gonna have fun with the intro here.
Okay.
Or I'm gonna give you all a preview of the intro.
Okay.
One of the first things you'll hear, besides Susie doing something, because I can't remember what I put at the very beginning of this week, was the very first time Jeff ever mentioned JJTM on his show.
Okay.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Easy Cheeses. Are you ready?
Am I easy Jesus now?
Easy Cheeses.
That's genius.
Ready?
Yeah, easy Jesus.
Easy
Jesus
Cheeses.
is Che. Time out. Time out. Time out.
And another one who just started up, not maybe a few months ago, is one called Jerry Jonestown Massacre. And they have the same type format, a radio style, they have bits and news, and but it's 4 or 5 guys sitting around drinking beer, and
Jacking off.
you won't hear it on any radio station in town. It's offensive and vulgar, swearing and drinking and cussing and nut bashing, and it's
Nut
fun
bashing.
though. It's very
Nut bashing.
juvenile and male, I guess, but it's also
Juvenile
fun.
male.
So give those guys a listen as well. Jerry Jonestown Massacre. You can find them on Facebook.
This episode of the
That was me pulling my zipper up.
is brought to you by
Geist Note.
and
Victor Wrench.
and Plastic Object.
This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Man, I hope you motherfuckers are ready.
Hell
This shit's
yeah,
about
we
to get
are.
real funky. Your show took me by surprise. Hit me right square between the eyes. I didn't even know just what to do.
This song's greatness.
Yeah, this song is really good.
Except that I say faggotry. It's a little dated.
Said things I still regret. Oh, South, I can't forget. I still do my best to hold on to you. Wish I knew what podcasts were before you. Wish I knew what podcasts were before you. I wish I knew what podcast was, 'cause I've seen what the whiskey boy does. I wish I knew what podcasts were before you. All right. Can't say what you mean to me. You'd call it a bunch of faggotry. Then you'd up and leave without a trace.
But I did say you would call it that. I wouldn't call it that.
That is true. That is true. It's in context. It works. You should do this on Saturday.
I'll listen
Bring it
to
back.
the news. Shoot the shit and emails too. Can't wait to see who stuffs punches in the face. Wish I knew what podcasts were before you. Yeah, I wish I knew what podcasts was for you. I wish I knew what podcast was, 'cause I've seen what the whiskey boy does. I wish I knew what podcast was before you. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's right, you crazy looking Jerry Jonestown Massacre bitches. Happy anniversary. 1 year. You crazy ass motherfucking cocksucker! This is for you messed up.
Had to bring it to your level.
Show number 341. It is Tuesday, November what? 5th, 2019. It's election day. Or election day.
Erection day.
What is that? Election day in China?
No, it's the days you
Way
get
to
erections.
go, right off the bat.
There's nothing racist about it. It's just
No, I was talking about I always get erections on election day.
I thought you were making a racial joke there, sir.
I was not.
we just
Way
get,
to bring it right down the tube.
we just get excited about democracy.
It is
Yes.
funny though, man. It's
Hey,
a good joke.
What's up? Are we getting rid of Betsy Price?
No.
No, that's
That was
time?
our last election, and she
Oh.
got reelected.
What are we?
Lame.
What's
is she
going
bad
on?
or is she good? Is she on the dark side or the is she a part of the force?
Well,
She
now she's
used-
bad, right?
Yeah, she used to be kind of on the good side. Now she's just totally pandered to the
Politicians?
people,
Mhm.
The people.
money.
Well, that's what you
I mean,
want,
to
right?
no, to the money. Sorry.
To the money.
Oh,
Panther Island
well, that sucks.
and Dickies Arena.
Yep.
And she really has a hard time when it comes to the police and the
Yeah.
community.
I mean,
She cusses a lot too
she
on
does.
podcast shows.
She'll when you get an audio clip from her, she'll just cuss the hell damn away.
I think we have that somewhere.
that-
You should have brought that. That was one of the best.
I can
That was
re-edit-
best of
I can re-edit
Jeffrey
this show.
Lord podcast.
I can re-edit this show.
Well, this is what's the time code? You should put it in right here.
Okay, right
8,
here.
12. Oh wait,
Okay.
that's what time it
That's what
actually
we'll
is.
put it
Yeah.
All right. So, happy Tuesday, Matt.
Happy Tuesday, Dustin.
Happy Tuesday, Jeff.
Happy Tuesday, Dustin.
Happy Tuesday, Susie.
Happy Tuesday, Matt.
Happy Tuesday, Susie. Happy Tuesday, Jeff.
Suck it, Stubbs.
Okay.
All right. I think we went around the table, right? We got everybody covered.
Yep.
Yeah.
Happy Tuesday, Marlon.
Happy Tuesday,
It's not
Bigfoot.
loaded.
No, it is.
Okay.
Happy
Which-
Tuesday,
Let's see,
Becky.
Happy Tuesday,
Happy
Marlon.
Tuesday, Becky.
You want to say happy
Marlon,
Tuesday
happy
to-
Tuesday.
Danny.
Happy Tuesday, Stubbs.
Thank you, Marlon.
Happy Tuesday, Marlon.
Happy Tuesday, Dustin.
How's it going? Happy
Bigfoot.
Tuesday, Becky.
Dustin.
Anybody else?
Becky.
That was just
That
was
was
Rebecca?
just Becky.
Happy Tuesday, Rebecca.
Which one do you want,
Elizabeth?
Rebecca or Becky?
I thought we already did Becky.
Happy Tuesday,
Oh, thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Did it at the same time.
Bigfoot. Happy Tuesday.
Oh my God! Now I got to go find that one. Let's see here.
Happy Tuesday, Bigfoot.
Oh no,
Wait,
that's
wait,
not
wait,
what it
wait.
is. This one.
Happy
God, what a
Tuesday.
lot of confusion here.
Dustin. Happy
I haven't done this in a while.
How about Aaron? Happy Tuesday, Aaron.
Aaron,
where
happy
is Aaron?
Tuesday.
Happy
Oh
Tuesday.
yeah, Aaron's a good one.
His
You
is a
missed it.
good one.
You missed it.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, Aaron.
Happy Tuesday.
Who all do you have sound clips of saying Happy Tuesday? Oh God.
I have
We did it. It was a thing for a while, and then we quit doing it because we
quit
wanted
doing
to be like the
because the
I
board
never
is
listened
full.
to
Mhm.
Bob and Dan type thing. But then we're not as we don't have a guy like that running around like they do to keep them in line
You know what? This
with,
Saturday I'll get a bunch.
with Jake.
You just get them from the show. Every guest that comes on, you tell them Happy
We should
Tuesday.
get a
and they
Jake.
say Happy Tuesday back. You just cut that little piece, and then you.
I feel like if we got a Jake, our show
From
would do
State Farm?
so much better.
You definitely Jake from State Farm.
Don't you? Don't you think if we had a Jake that was
But you might already
full on hardcore and to by the minute planned everything out, that we would be a better show?
No.
If we found someone that was fully dedicated to the show,
Yeah, or
Yeah.
actually wasn't a
Like-
jackass.
like eat and slept and loved the show, that's all I thought about.
But we wouldn't pay him though.
Yeah,
We'd pay him in pizza and weed.
his name would be Matt Thomas.
I believe that you guys had someone like that.
Who?
You ran them off.
Who? Who?
Here we go.
There's a handful of them.
You have
Who,
like a-
10 minutes into
plans
this
their
damn
who
show.
plans their
When-
day 5 minutes at a time?
Whenever you're
though?
walking up here from the
very slick
through
on
the
that
backyard,
bridge.
you
You
come
gotta
over and
watch
you,
out.
you walk. There's that little wooden walkway that leads to the. If you look just
bridge?
yeah, the little bridge. If you look just to the left, you'll see a graveyard. About
There
6 or
is.
7 headstones. You got Will, you got Seth, you got
Well, Susie's still
Richard,
alive.
you
She's
got
in
yeah,
here.
you know.
Seth was the suicide.
I'd still be in that graveyard though.
Well, did Seth detonate himself for jihad?
Yeah, I
'Cause
think so.
here's the thing. I'm never coming back.
Wow.
I like that face you just made.
Finally.
That's the Trail of the Dead.
That is the
Yes.
Trail of the Dead.
Trail-
Remember, I was
Trail
going to
of
make a
Tears out
plaque and have
The Trail
little,
of the Dead.
little names on it
Yeah.
of their dates and everything.
We would
but-
celebrate it on November 1st,
Oh,
We would.
Day of the Dead.
yeah.
Is that Day of the Dead?
Yep.
For real?
November 1st is adults. November 2nd is children.
Oh, that's weird.
What? There's separate
There's
days for
2 days.
adults?
What
Mhm.
happens
One for
today on the 5th?
Nothing.
Erections.
Jesus Christ.
Which is election day in
No.
Chinese.
Dustin's had a boner all day long.
Eric, you're not funny.
Well, it's because his wiener wants to vote in China.
I want to run up the flagpole.
All right, so this is going to be a nerve-wracking show for most people if you listen to us because I'm 5 days in.
You're sober.
Yep.
So you didn't drink anything this weekend?
Nope, not one drop of alcohol.
Is that why you didn't want to go
So,
anywhere?
time out.
You
No,
were
I
scared?
had my kids this weekend.
Oh.
So
Does that mean like you're not going to the bars? You're not going to the bar that's across the street
No,
from your house and stuff?
no.
Wow. Okay.
No, well, I have to go to bars because of my job every day.
I
but
mean, I'm
but
talking
after
for
working hours.
recreation, for fun.
No, I'm trying to work out because I need to do something. Because I think
Are you
my
running
antsy,
around the lake?
my
The
antsy
pond?
period is coming down a little bit. Like for, I would say Sunday night and Sunday night and Saturday night, I was like, But I think I'm starting to come off that because I got work to keep me occupied, and then I decided I would probably need to start working out again to stay occupied and stuff like that. But
You can
Are
start
you
fishing.
doing this by yourself?
yeah, I don't know anyone else that's doing it in November.
I mean, like, I
The
need
only
an
reason I don't do it
accountability
is-
buddy. If I don't have an accountability buddy, I will just
Well, see, I'm the worst at that
do whatever.
ever. I cannot do that because what'll happen is I'll text Seth or whoever I'm deciding to do it with. Hey, why don't we take a time out tonight? You know, I mean, no one's gonna know. It's just you and I that are keeping track anyway,
And
right?
that's done.
And then it's over.
Okay.
I remember
I'm
the
not
I
Last
usually
time
pick my accountability
That's
buddies
exactly how it happened.
wiser.
I was a week into it. And
Wiselier.
they were like, "Oh, we gave up last weekend when
Yeah,
you
what?
started." What?
Yeah, we quit. You're like, what do you mean you quit? We're getting an Uber.
Yeah.
It makes more sense to me though to do it in January than to do it in November. Sober.
But if you trick a friend like
November.
that, you don't have to get an Uber. You can just be like, oh, you started, so well, you can drive us home then.
Oh yeah.
Trick
and
a
that's
friend.
That's what
Fuck
happened.
it. And then you're like, I hate these guys.
And
I don't know why I grew up with these guys.
You
I hate them.
probably pulled a wise decision on Sunday when everybody that would have enabled you and shoved drinks in your face was at the helmet show.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Like everybody would have been like, "Drink!"
Yeah.
Except for me, I wouldn't have done that. I would respect your religious decision that you're on.
No, yeah.
I would have done it.
I don't know what the deal is
Susan.
either. This time it's like I'm more tired. I think when I'm drunk, it's weird. I think I'm not as tired when I'm drunk all the time and fucked up all the time. As opposed to when you're just complete. You would think it'd be the opposite,
Well, maybe
but
you
it's
are.
Not.
Maybe you are tired, but you think you're not tired because
Is
you're
it
drunk
alcohol
and
and
you're
the
just
liquid
like,
courage?
I'm drunk. That's why I feel so
Possible.
sluggish and stuff. Is because I'm drunk. You're probably tired already.
I seem to get more power when I drink.
Well, I do too, and that's the thing. It's like sobriety's kryptonite kind of.
I'm gonna live forever.
Yeah. Yeah, my pickup
Maybe
lines.
you last longer when you're
My
drunk
pickup
too.
lines to people are
Probably
like
do.
to women and stuff are way better when I'm drunk. Like
I
now
heard
it's
the
like
worst pickup line last
hey,
night.
like for some reason going up to a girl when you're drunk and like, hey,
Oi!
you,
Did you fall for out of heaven?
do you like to watch movies of stuff? And
Are you
fucking-
caught up on Breaking Bad?
You look like you like to drink. That seems to work better than hi. Yeah, yeah. I was
How about what's
thinking
your
maybe we
name?
could do something sometime or something like that. Doesn't one's way worse than the other, and I think the sober one's way worse than hey.
But then it's a
I don't
creep-
know.
What's up?
I happen to know one person in particular who would be interested in a sober Stubbs.
And a sober Stubbs.
Mm-hmm.
I read it on the internet actually.
I saw it on
That's-
Reddit.
There's a thread.
Yeah.
It's in the
But-
Fort Worth Reddit. We'll get that later.
Along with the Josh and the Jet Noise shows coming up.
If only Stubbs would become sober, he'd be the man of my dreams. That's wrong. That's when I become the 2-pump chump. Whoa.
Is it true that dudes last longer when they're drunk?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. But I think the thing that's cool about my age though now, and all of our ages, we're getting to that point now where it's not nearly as it's not that hard of a thing to do. No pun intended. Like I've gotten pretty much in control of that whole thing in my 40s.
And you can go as long
Yeah.
as you'd like.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. Like if all of a sudden like
as long
the
as
hottest,
you
like if all of a sudden you got like this, I don't know, who's one of these hot women that's on your screensavers or something.
Yeah.
I'd probably fail on that one, but for the most part, I can pretty much hold it down.
So
I'm getting to that point, but I think that comes with age.
So what you're saying is like any local chick, you can just go on forever.
There's a few that I couldn't. There's probably a few that I couldn't.
There are.
Yeah.
Can we start? What's that list?
That
Let's
list
hear
is
it.
hidden.
Okay.
The list is hidden far, far away. Make me a bird so I can fly far, far away.
Now, are these girls we would know? Ladies we would know? Women we would know?
Like, okay, next time we're hanging out and I see one that would give me problems, I'll let you know. I'll be like, yeah, that
Let me know. I
would,
want.
that one's gonna give me some problems there.
Huh.
Yeah, and that's when, and you'll be like, well, just do your sober pickup line, and let's test this out. I'm like, no, and then I'll start
But
slamming drinks.
is it creepier to walk up sober and be like, hey, I saw you from across the way. I thought you were kind of cute. You want to do?
I think it
Hook
is
up later? Because then you start sounding kind of like
a serial killer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least if you're
Incel.
drunk, it's like, oh, well, he's drunk. I'm sure he's not really that way. He's just,
He's just fucking really that toxic masculinity. He thinks he's entitled. and
Wait, what
stuff.
was that
Just-
pickup line that you were just gonna try on a sober girl? Like you were sober?
Just hey, saw you across the way. Thought you were kind of cute. You want to
want to hang out,
maybe hang out for a little bit, talk. You know.
bump ugly.
That's not creepy, but
No.
it okay.
It would work.
Hey, let's do a shot.
Have you, I got one you can use
Yeah.
this month. I've got one you can use this month.
Yeah, I want to know who the person is that wants sober stubs.
I've got one you can use this month.
Okay.
You just walk up and you go, hey, sorry, this is a little awkward,
Have you?
but tonight I'm the designated driver, so I'm not really drinking. But hey, I thought you were kind of cute. So that way you get off saying that you were sober.
Get off. What?
Yeah,
The way,
Sorry.
so just throw it
I've
at
been
that.
drinking a
I
little.
could never pull that off around you guys.
Yeah,
Though.
they think you're a cool guy because
Ever.
you're the designated
No,
driver.
because if you
because
were
y'all would,
going to
if
go
I
do
did
that,
that,
I'd instantly go into fake
right,
drunk
everyone,
mode.
and so would everyone.
Hey!
Actually, you wouldn't be faking it at all. Neither would any of my friends. They'd be like, "Hey, Stabs, they're gonna go. Let's hit this fucking rail and fucking get fucked up." And I'm like, I don't even.
Dustin doesn't do
I
rails.
don't do rails. So
I'm
I
not
don't even know
necessarily
what that
talking
is.
about you, but you would do something like that. You'd be like, "Party time, excellent. Let's do shots and drink Radlers, motherfucker."
Shots
like-
and rattlers. Yeah.
Bring the rattler.
Sounds about right.
That's
And I would-
right.
And,
That
and it would
part's
be
right.
right after I said that to the.
yeah, but
know,
you're the designated
I'm
driver.
the designated driver,
So you're like,
and-
well, I can't do that. I'm driving.
But I would probably lie to him, like, I'm not really into partying, really. I'm just kind of into making money and getting my life in order, and just meditation and being good. And then that's when all of a sudden, stop! And then I'd be like, I don't know this man.
You could know that man and just be like, "Hey, I'm choosing not to do that right now."
But we would help you. I mean, it would be total helping
And
your
the
cause.
and the
of you
person who's
being the
interested in
sober
sober
one.
Maybe we'll have
and
a
sober
chance.
stubs would be like, "Hell yeah!"
Maybe we'll get a chance this month. You know what?
Saturday.
Maybe
Stubs!
Saturday we could test this out.
Why does your wife keep texting me? I thought you told her we were going camping. Why
Why
does she keep texting me?
That
Saturday,
would be that way.
Saturday, the girl who's interested in sober stubs will be there.
Oh, cool. And does she know I'm sober?
Dun, dun.
No.
Oh, so she's gonna get a treat.
So, and you're gonna do- and
she's
you're
gonna
gonna
get
do-
a pleasant surprise.
And you're going to do
tomorrow
a
and be like,
5-minute comedy bit sober.
She may not have
forgot
ever
about
seen
that.
you sober.
That might not
She
happen.
might not
What time
have.
is that? What time's that start?
Oh, hold on.
8:30.
I've got the schedule right here.
That's on Saturday.
Yep, Saturday, November
Yeah, you're
9th
gonna be
at
there.
Maine at Southside. We are having our anniversary, 6th anniversary
Yeah.
farewell
Well,
show.
I'm glad we could lead up to talking about this. We're just going to jump right in.
We're going to
and-
jump right in.
All right.
I feel like that's
We-
not a good time for me to meet sober girl.
We don't have to talk about all that. I just wanted to say he's
Okay.
going to be doing
yeah.
it sober. That's
Susie,
okay.
say that time for just a little bit. Let's build up to this. Let's not just blow our wad right away. Let's pretend like we've been.
So do I get a
drinking
break?
And we're going to go for a long time.
Wait,
So we've learned as we've gotten older
if I
on
have
how
to get
make
up
it
on
last
stage and do
longer,
something like
building
that,
up to a climax instead
do
of
I
just
have to-
doing it right at the.
Can I get a
like
break
it.
for that?
I like it when my partner
get a
can
get out of
build
jail
up to a
card?
climax, so I can have as much fun as I want.
These are your rules. You made them.
This is one of the advantages of being 40.
What
with your
is?
jokes too.
They are.
Build them up to a climax and then just walk away
Walk away.
if you need to.
Hey, you could be like, I went and saw the Kevin Smith thing and with Jason Mewes, and that night was his anniversary of 9 years, 4 months with nothing.
He's already done 9 years? Damn.
Because someone asked in the crowd, they were
It's
like,
like, how long has it been?
how long? What's your number?
That's
The guy sitting right behind us said it, and he turned to us and was like, oh, my number? He's like, is this the second? And we'd actually already
but he's
rolled
still
into
he's
the
still
third,
smoking
but he's
weed
like,
though, right?
Mm-mm,
Oh, he doesn't even smoke weed anymore?
mm-mm.
Well, technically, I mean, that's me right now. I haven't smoked weed, so I'm 5 days weedless too.
Yeah, I heard weed's hard to get in Dallas County. Lots of cleanest.
Not so much. Not so much one bit.
That is a lie.
What do you think of
sir.
that German Kolsch?
This German
You like
Kolsch
it?
is fantastic. It's taking me
Glad
back
you
to the
like it.
motherland.
I got stickers and stuff in the car too.
Man, this is right.
Where's
Why
your
don't- why don't
family
you tell the
from?
listeners?
Mine?
Yeah.
My
Hazel?
dad's side is from
Hazel,
I was
Texas.
gonna say
Germany.
Abilene.
I know, but where in Germany?
Frankfurt.
My grandpa's a Frankfurter.
Not Hamburg.
No Hamburg.
I've got hamburgers too.
And then my mom's side, we couldn't figure out exactly where at in Ireland.
Oh, okay.
So
I know
Maybe
where
she's
in
the
France,
girl from-
and I know where in Germany.
Maybe she's the one that Braveheart was about. Oh no, that was Scotland.
Scotland.
Damn it.
Scotland.
Maybe she's the one. Maybe she swam away.
What?
What?
I'm looking through the shoot the shit here.
That's a Stone
I went
Temple
and got a
Pilots.
piercing yesterday.
Stone Temple Pilots
Can we
gesture.
get to that.
Oh, okay.
Why do we
Gesture
even have
reference.
a run sheet here?
Well, because you said you were going through shoot the shit, so I
I
thought
am.
that
We need
might
to
be in
start
shoot the
talking
shit.
about,
We don't have
Jeff.
a run sheet.
Yeah.
We got questions for Jeff.
What's
we do have a
the
lot of
shoot the
questions
shit?
for Jet.
All right,
Well,
we're
I was just
shooting
going
the
to talk about the movie I went and saw Saturday night. Friday
Road
night.
trip. I've seen that.
No, Friday night I had to fix a toilet all night. That was
That's fun.
fun.
Ooh, Friday
What a
night I went
shitty
drinking
job.
at my neighborhood bar.
Fucking plumber.
Was rad.
Then
Sounds like a shit job.
it was. It lasted all the way till Sunday afternoon or Saturday afternoon.
Shout out Caleb Stan.
Thought I fixed it. No.
Do you want to give a shout out where they can hear it?
That was a whisper out.
Yeah, you can do a shout
That
out.
I want a shout out.
Time out on your story. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
Do your shout out.
All right, Susie. You have the stage.
It's your big shot. In podcast. That's the other thing. When I'm sober, I don't talk right.
You don't talk right when you're drunk.
I just think I do.
You just think you
You
do.
just
It
think you
sounds
do?
right in your head. So
Go
yeah,
ahead, do
keep
your
going.
shout out. We're waiting on you for your
We're
shout
stopping
out.
the showdown.
With your denim jacket that you just bought, right?
Yes.
Looks
How do you guys
awesome.
like it?
I love
Thank
it.
you very much.
I need to get me up.
I
on
was
blast.
shouting out to Caleb Stanislav for Friday night
But do your shout out
Taking
real
me out.
quick. So,
to drink.
was that it?
Yeah.
Caleb.
I ran into my friends
Shout out.
Courtney
Hells yeah.
Shout out Caleb,
and
Courtney,
Candace.
Courtney, Candace, shout out.
Yep.
all the C's.
You rock.
Yep. Oh yeah, Caleb,
Hey,
Courtney, Candace.
You
Wow.
rock.
You were with the 3 C's. The CCC.
I was with
Hell
the
yeah.
cut.
Oh, you are cutting.
What's the
Y'all were cutting?
what's
got
no? What's
interesting.
the C's for diamonds? Cut, clarity,
Carrot.
Carrot.
cube, carat.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think it's
I'm on cubic.
Oh, carrot,
cubic
sorry.
Wrong.
zirconia. All right.
Okay, sorry. Show notes.
You may continue.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
So Saturday night, went to the Kevin Smith, Jason Mewes thing. Went to the Late Show, and saw the movie. The movie's great. If you're a fan of his
Did you
stuff,
go by
you'll
yourself?
love it. No, Jennifer went.
How long was it?
Was hour and a half.
Did you ask
maybe?
any questions?
No, I just kind of sat back and watched. I wasn't really in the mood to ask questions, so I just kind of kicked back and watched. And he took like 6 or 7,
He's not
but
as cool as I is.
in Kevin Smith terms, that's 2.5 hours to answer that many questions. And he said, he's like, I know the time changes tonight, and I'm going to take advantage of it. We're going to go into the wee hours of the morning.
So he was
Yeah.
very long-winded.
hmm And if I would have known, it started actually later. It's supposed to start at 10:30. It started at 11. If I would have known that, I would have gone and seen King Diamond
And then gone.
and then gone over there. I'm pissed about missing that because that's all I heard about
Ooh, I went to go see the Methinks.
on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
with
Skate Nicks.
How much
fucking
was
Skate
that
Nicks.
show?
I don't know.
Kevin Smith.
Oh. I'm like, I don't know. It was free for me.
It depends. If you want to hang out with them and do all sorts of fun stuff, it was $750,
What was just the general mission?
$50.
Damn,
It's worth it.
dude.
It was like 5 hours long. We were there for like 5 hours. Yeah.
Golly,
that.
man, that's a lot of money for
Texas
those guys.
Theater?
And they
Yeah.
they probably doing it all over the country.
So Texas Theater has, with that configuration they had, a 900-seat capacity.
Did they have the loft open? What is that
No.
thing called? Balcony?
The balcony was not open.
Was there a set limit to the hangout tickets for $750?
I have no
You didn't even
idea.
look
but
Did
at
they
if
do it
it's-
behind the screen?
That's where all the hangout stuff would look like it was going on.
Oh, okay.
Was back there. But they, I don't think there was a set limit. It's him, and he doesn't really
Jason?
put times and limits on things because he's like all there just for the fans because he appreciates them and stuff. So
See, that's how I would be if I was a famous person. I would be I'd be the dude that fucking ends up staying like I'd have to catch the next flight the next day because I decided to hang out and then led to, hey, so you guys have a Texas billiards bar type place in Philadelphia? Like kind of like It's Always Sunny? I'd love to see that. And then I'd end up going out with
Patty's
them.
Pub.
'cause that's how
and
you
then
are
I
when
did
you
that-
normally go out here, right? And people are like,
That's-
"Oh, dude, you're Matt from J. Johnson Massacre. I'd like that.
It happens all the time, dude.
When you're
Yeah.
like at
It's
Lola's,
weird.
you stay there till the last
weird.
fan comes up and talks to you.
The
Yeah.
bar closes and then
Like,
you just keep
still signing
staying there?
autographs and stuff. Like, hey, yeah,
Most
man.
of the time when you're left around Lola's, it's because you
Can't
can't
find
walk
my
out the
phone.
door.
When I can't find my phone.
Where's my phone?
Where's my
phone?
wallet?
Dude.
Where's my wig? Where's my belt?
I
Where's my guitar?
100% went back into that bar after it was closed. Kevin was like, "You can't be in here. We're closed." And I was like, "I've got to find a phone." And then the next day, I lost my phone.
Yeah, I forgot that I lost it. Was it in there?
No, you had it the whole
It's in
time.
your pants.
Punk.
And we knew everything was all right because you were like texting and posting on things. But little do we know you
What an
hadn't
idiot.
slept.
What do you mean?
You hadn't
Oh,
slept.
the next. Oh, yeah. I know.
Yeah. No. hadn't
Another
slept.
reason I'm sober Jesus right now. But getting back to what we were saying, though, is that's what would happen to me. I think I would be like the Kevin Smith type that would end up accidentally staying in a city for like 3 extra days and just fucking up the tour.
But
Like,
would
well, I
you,
gotta,
because you
yeah.
want to hang out with all the fans,
Yeah, because it would be cool.
would you stop down at the airport for everyone that want to take a picture with you? He does
All
that.
of them. Every single one of them.
That's kind of cool.
I think it's kind of your duty. Like these athletes and stuff that I
Or
saw, was
dicks.
it Mark Morton, or I think it was Mark Morton, the Lamb of God guitarist, or someone was talking about on Twitter. I saw a Twitter feed about how when you meet someone that's into your band or something, that one meeting where they're face to face with you is just another day for you and just another whatever. And you might be having a shit ass day, but that guy is gonna, or that girl's gonna take that away for the rest of their life,
Yep.
and they're gonna think of you as an asshole
Yep.
or cool from that interaction. And I think that's
Yep.
how you got to face it. If you face it like that, like, then you're gonna be a good.
So you need to remember that next time you're at Lola's or Mass.
Okay, you know what? You're right.
You need to interact with everybody in a pleasant way so they remember.
Like, just go
Dude.
put my arm around the sound guy. And be like, that was a really good job.
Tell
man."
your story. Now listen to this
You want
story.
me to sign your booty to the sound guy?
From last night?
Tell your story from last night because it's right along the same
Oh,
line.
is someone mean to you or nice
No.
to you?
No. So I went to Sunshine to visit a friend of mine, and I'm talking to her, and she's telling me about her life, and she takes a breath and, "Can I get you a drink?" She's a bartender, and this dude's like, "I'll pay for her drink. You know, she's a friend of yours. I'll pay for her drink." And he's like, "As a matter of fact, I'll pay for her drinks all night." And I was like, "What the heck?" So then he comes around the bar later, and me and my girlfriend are still talking, and he's like, "I don't know if you remember me, but years ago at this bar, but I think it might have been a different bar." He's like, "You paid me a compliment, and I've never forgotten these
See?
words." He's like, "You told me I was a beautiful soul." And he's all, the very next day, I checked myself in to go for PTSD, like
Oh shit!
rehab stuff. He's like, I was on the edge.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I was on the edge of ending it. He's like, anytime I see you, everything's on me.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
You
that-
never
if
know
carry
how
that
your words
kinda
are
attitude,
do.
right?
Yeah.
Like that's why I think like you know how you were saying you would just go and hang out with your people that came to see you and go to their home bars and stuff. I bet that's how there's always these random ass pictures of like Bill Murray in random bars, hopping behind a bar and just serving drinks. Or wasn't he the one that just showed up at a wedding too or something?
He shows up in all sorts of crazy places.
Yeah, I think that's
but
what you do.
But I think the point of her story is you can do that without being famous.
Right.
Just be cool to people all the
All
time.
the time.
Because you never
Susie
know
is famous,
how you're
though.
going to affect. That's true. She is.
Yeah, she won that award.
Yeah.
She's the coolest female in Fort Worth,
coolest
as
female
voted
in
on by
Fort
the
Worth,
Fort
so,
Worth
yeah.
Weekly.
And I was so cool that they had to stop with the female category.
Yes, she's the last.
She caused
female.
controversy. So
She
yeah.
did. So she is the last
Well, I was the one and
celebrity
only
female.
coolest
Coolest
local
celebrity
celebrity female. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like Jeff's saying, no matter what, even if it's just regular day for you. Like I didn't even remember saying those words to that man, and he was like, it stopped me from hurting myself and doing something really bad.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's
you
a cool
never know.
story.
Matt, do you know how many words you've told me that made me want to kill myself? That did just the opposite?
Be nice.
Because that can happen too.
So
Yeah.
You never know when you say the wrong thing to the,
Right.
to the wrong person, and they
Right.
just sends
could
them
go
off
home.
and they go home and
It's-
kill their
and
wife.
It
or
was
some
nothing
shit.
for you. You were just
Yeah.
like in a moment, and it didn't mean anything what you said, but to them, it like totally
Their life.
affected them in
Yeah.
a negative
Yeah.
way. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Be
you're
careful.
like, try not to suck too much dick in the parking lot, fucker. And then
all
next
I
thing
can
you
think
know, he
about is
goes out
doing
and
that.
fucking kills his family.
My favorite thing.
It's true.
Sucking dick in a parking lot.
Especially this day and age, man. There's so many untreated mental illness out there and PTSD and all this bad stuff that you have to take every interaction that you're having as this might be the last one you're ever going to have.
Yeah, I was at Quick Trip and I was
Always
pulling in.
Quick Trip
I was
lately.
pulling in
It's always
to
Quick Trip.
get gas, and the guy in front of me, he had his door open and he was in there and he's cleaning out his car and stuff, and he wasn't pulled up far enough, so I couldn't pull up far enough to get gas in my car. So I'm just waiting, and he's just doing his thing, and I'm just waiting, and he's just doing just in his own little world. And finally, he gets out and shuts the door and looks, and he's like, "Oh." He comes over, he's like, "Man, I'm so sorry. I didn't even know you were there." And he goes, "You could have honked." And I was like, "I thought about it, but then I thought, I don't know you." He's like, "Oh yeah, that's true. I might be like," I mean, because he could have been in that mall, like,
Yeah.
honking, "Hey, fuck you, man!" He jumps out with a gun or
Yeah.
knife or wanting to fight me or something because I honked at him. So I just sat there and was
Yeah.
cool. And the guy was really nice. He felt totally bad that he wasn't paying attention, to what he,
Yeah.
or whatever. But anyways,
Man, I had something interesting happen to me this week at 7-Eleven in Flower Mound, and I don't know if I was still dealing with that tire. That tire started leaking finally, and so a couple of weeks ago, I got my tire punctured by some kids at a rehearsal studio,
Oh.
and I dealt with it like it would go down a little bit, but I dealt with it for like 2 weeks without having to actually go get it replaced and everything. Well, it finally got to the point where I was like airing it up every 2 hours, and it was just I had to go get it taken care of. Well, during that time, I'd say on Monday, I was at this Flower Mound, the new air tire air machines and stuff at Quick Trip, and it's called Exact Air. Have you seen it? You can put your credit card in, and it just airs your tire up to 32 no matter what, however long it takes.
Unless you want to change it.
Unless you want to change it, right. And so I was doing that. Well, the one day I did it, and I used it real quick, and it was real rainy and stuff, so I didn't do all my tires or anything because I try to get the $1.75 worth, know. And I put it back in, and this guy just pulled up and just watching me. As soon as I pulled off, it's like he's gonna use my $1.75.
Why do you care?
Wow,
You're
why
done.
does that matter?
It wasn't that big a deal. But anyway, so and sure enough, he did. I went inside and got some I don't know, water because I'm not drinking. But then the next day, the same exact thing happened at the Flower Mound 7-Eleven. And there was this. I was like you were saying. I was just sitting there waiting for this lady, and it was the other way around. The lady put her dollar in, did it, and then drove around and got gas. Well, then it was still running when I pulled up, so I used it.
Yeah.
So I walked over to her car, and I was like, she's gonna freak out. But I walked over to her car and with a dollar out, and I was like, hey, I want to give you this dollar and she was like, oh no. I was like, no, I want to because that happened to me yesterday, and you need this dollar. And she's like, no. And so it's kind of same.
So
Yeah, but no, it's just
did you like secretly
Try to
tuck
keep it
the
go forward.
dollar in
I was
her
thinking
pants and
about
run
it.
away?
Guess
I
they get
think-
on a windshield and walk away.
I think it was starting to get awkward
why-
though, because I was like, "No, take it seriously,
Take
And then
it.
finally, she's like, "No, no."
It's
got
covered in
maced.
battery acid.
Yeah,
He's the first guy that walks up to a lady trying to give her $1 instead of asking for one.
yeah.
He's like, take it. I don't want it. Leave me alone. Is he bothering you? He's trying to give me $1. I don't understand. Wait, what?
Is this man bothering
he's
you,
asking you
miss?
for $1? No, he's trying to give me $1.
Can I make a weird segue here into like we're talking about, the actions you say or do and how they're interpreted, and
Yeah. The butterfly effect.
the butterfly effect and how
Or the
they
ripple
how they can
effect.
be
The ripple.
viewed by
The
others
ripple.
around.
Yeah.
Because I think we need to push the show maybe to Thursdays now, and maybe because every time we finish a show, all hell breaks loose,
What do you mean?
and we don't get to talk about it for a week.
Oh,
And the all hell I'm talking about is the Denver Charles debacle that happened on Facebook.
I can't
Was
believe
that
we're
on
gonna talk about
Wednesday?
this.
It happened on Tuesday night last week.
Did this get approved by management to talk about?
Well, I'm not going to talk about their relationship or what they went through or how their whole debacle, because it's all peaceful and good, and
It's all
it
old
seems
news
like
now.
it's all old news. But what pisses me off is the way the pirate handled it, and people that are in our community that are looked upon as being kind of fixtures of our local scene that should have better intentions and let sleeping dogs lie instead of keep bringing them up for 3 fucking days after it went down. And one of the things that happened in this whole debacle in this post thread before they deleted it, which
it's been deleted now.
it's been deleted.
The one
It's
that you
been-
were sending me the link to.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
go
You
read.
just got deleted.
yep.
Yeah,
Like, it never happened.
John deleted it.
Oh, okay.
Because it was on his thing. But the one thing that really set me off, besides day 3, when John posted his response to everything, that set me off. But
guess
going
I didn't
down
see
through
that.
there, someone posted. I don't remember who it was. the
I
name,
didn't
but-
see John's then. I guess.
Well, that was the thread I sent you. Was all on his stuff.
But he never really he wasn't on there much.
Yeah, he started it and,
And
then
then
he
let it
responded
go.
a couple times. Then he did a big block of response, which was pure fucking shit.
I didn't see that then. I guess.
That it's what set me off is like someone like him. His statue, the way people see him, he may not really be this way in real life. And now, my opinion of him is completely fucking changed. But as someone that was viewed upon as someone in the local music scene that should be older, more mature on how to handle things, obviously he can't. But so the response was really fucking shitty and totally attacked Charles, and it was totally uncalled for. But what it did was it also put the pirate in a bad light. A fucking business that you're trying to, a radio station, a business you're trying to keep going that's ran by the local music scene. Everything is
Your
local.
underwriters
are all local shops. Everything is here in Fort Worth,
the
and
people who volunteer.
and you're basically pissing on a bass player that is in a pretty large Fort Worth band right now.
I don't know.
And a bunch of people got pissed off by it.
I wouldn't.
But what pissed me off was down in there, I can't remember who said it, said the Fort Worth scene is going to crap. And Sally thumbs upped it and liked it. Fuck it. That right there does not look good at all. The optics of that are fucking horrible. And especially when you're trying to run a business built on the local scene.
All right, I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
And
here
I'm
a
going
little
to fuck
bit.
you in your ass.
You probably are.
Thank you.
You probably
Dustin.
are. You probably are. But aren't we being a little petty
About.
about the whole thing? It's a Facebook post. Maybe he said something he shouldn't have. Maybe she shouldn't have hit a like button. But I think we're being a little petty.
Well, there was a whole lot of behind the scenes shit and direct messages sent to a lot of people telling them they need to fucking shut up and fucking die and
Jeez.
fuck
Die?
you and
Don't take it that serious, people. It's not.
get the
you don't
fuck
need
out
to-
of here.
don't
You
need
need to shut
Don't
up.
need to wish death on people.
Okay, there was a lot of DMs and stuff.
It was crazy.
But that's the thing
From
about
the
you can get drawn into with social media is something can start off
The
real petty and it turns into this big thing that it doesn't really need to be.
it started off petty by John posting the original post to begin with.
yeah. Well, and
A person in his position running a business like he is, shut the fuck up. It doesn't look good on you at all. That's my statement of it. Stay the fuck out of it. Be mature and just kick back. Let everybody else talk about it. It died by the end of about midday Wednesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
It started Tuesday night. It died midday Wednesday. Everything was all good. Then him and Sally had to keep fucking bringing the shit up. And I really hate to say this, but I really feel it was to bring more attention to their fucking radio station and that stupid fucking barbershop show. And I don't give a fuck
What's
saying
the barbershop show?
Well, the barbershop show, I don't think that they were using it to bring promotion to the barbershop show. That just happened to be the show that it happened on. I think they were using it just, because the original post, I mean, one of the hashtags was what, Save the Pirate a Buck. It was worded as if this weird thing happened between these two songwriters, and we need to know how to handle it so we don't get sued or something in the future. I don't know why we had to save the pirate. It wasn't about the whole thing was resolved. Matthew has a show. Denver was on it. They always have somebody play a cover song from
Is this the
a local artist.
barbershop show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so Denver plays it. They probably Facebook Lived it. Charles saw it because it was his song. He didn't like it. Couldn't get a hold of Denver. Goes on Facebook and says, "Hey, I don't like that you guys played my song." Matthew immediately said, "Dude, didn't know. Sorry, the song will not be aired because it wasn't aired live. It doesn't get aired probably until this month."
Right.
None of the pirate stuff is live.
And
It's
so
all
yeah, so they
taped
were
and then edited.
recording it, and there was probably like a Facebook Live video, which was immediately pulled down. The song was pulled. I think Denver did a different song or is going to, and it was done.
Yeah,
And I mean,
it was totally
and Charles was
done.
It
like,
was done.
And Charles was like, "Thanks." Charles was happy with the resolution.
Denver
Matthew
was happy.
cool.
Matthew
I
was
think
happy.
Denver was sleeping, but he would have been happy too. Yeah. And then the next day, John's all like, "Hey, this thing happened on the station, and and it's like, I don't know, man.
The
It's
way
like,
he worded it
he's
was
been-
real shitty.
He's been in radio for 900 years, and he doesn't know how cover songs work. He knows exactly
That
how it
is
works.
another issue I was about to bring up.
You
Because
know?
you've been in radio for this long, you know the laws about cover songs.
And it wasn't about law. It was about
Right.
two longtime friends who
Right.
are songwriters together. And now they're in a different place than they used to be, and things are changed. And now they know, but they didn't know then, but they don't. And it's over with. It had nothing to do with anything else. It seemed like it was out there just to draw attention to
And
the pirate.
then it died again when Denver left probably the sweetest note I've ever seen publicly. It was great.
Because everybody's bashing trouble. This guy shouldn't even
Everybody's-
care that he's
yeah,
covered
all
Because
the
they
song.
because they didn't know him.
They
They
didn't
know
know
what
it.
the story
That's the other
is.
thing. You're John Rohde. You have thousands of fans, and you put this on your page asking for what's your thoughts, your
yeah.
ideas on this, and there's a ton of your friends aren't even in the Fort Worth music scene, don't know these two people, and they just immediately start shitting all over Charles, which was bullshit.
Yep.
Right there.
It's because of ego. He wants money. He wants fame. He wants to be recognized.
And it
Yeah,
had
he
nothing
wanted to be
to do
recognized
with
for a
that.
song. No, that wasn't it at all.
But then going through there, it was still like, as it kept going on throughout the day, even after Denver posted that, everything seemed to die down. Because I was following, I've turned notifications on to see how quick people were posting and liking, and it died down. My
Mm-hmm.
notifications
And
died
I was
down.
upset that day, but I wasn't that. So like, this stuff happens, and it's
And
all
they
petty. Whatever.
they were
it's
all
not-
good.
It
You
was
know.
the next morning.
But then the next morning, John posted another fucking reply, which was the shit.
That's
My
what
argument
kinda
is
got me.
he needs to know
Yeah.
better. He needs to know better. And my response to him was just like, come on, dude. It was a little more professional than just come on, dude. But that was like, you're
it was really well worded what you wrote.
a pillar in this society, in this community, in this local music community.
And people
Look up to you. You're a radio Hall of Famer. You should know better than this. Why do you keep sticking your nose in shit? You're trying to run a business, and it doesn't look good for you, your wife, or the pirate. Because there were already a ton of people going, I'm pulling my music. I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't want any of my shit on there. I don't want to be on their shows. I don't want to have anything to do with them. Fuck them.
Huh.
There's a lot of people that I know that unfriend.
Yep.
All their stuff. Unfriend the pirate. I want nothing to do with the pirate. I know people that started spray painting over their fucking bumper stickers or ripping them off. We
Shit,
still
I
have-
mean, I got one right here.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people that got pissed about all this, and you're
The
running.
part that bothered me was that it was
just-
just unnecessarily cruel at that point.
And
and
then-
that really upset me.
It
I don't
was
know
like
anything that he
fucking
said,
high
so I
school,
don't-
and then
And it was on social media. It was
No,
so
and
dumb.
I think it's when it really got me was whenever you said something to Charles,
Mm-hmm.
and Charles said thanks, and then John's like, "Susie loves you, I don't." I was like, that was uncalled for. There was no reason. I mean, whether you love somebody or not, I mean, I don't know. That just seems Susie loves you, I don't. It's like, God, man, is this really that big of a deal? Why is this the mountain to die on? Why is he so offended by this?
Man,
And
that's such
the-
a
you
great
know?
phrase. Why is this a mountain to die on?
I mean, it's
yes.
like, I just didn't get it.
why keep? And he kept after he made that big block on the third day, he kept responding to people's shit through there before they deleted it. And it was just like, shut the fuck up. I thought you were a cool, laid back stoner dude. Go get fucking stoned and kick back on your couch and shut the fuck up. Turn all your digital devices off.
And Sweet Charles was just on all the, like all the things like, oh, he must be like wanting the rights. He wants, and Charles would be like, no, this was a personal thing.
I'm the songwriter
personal
here,
matter between the two of us.
Had nothing to do with money.
we
Had nothing to do with
resolved
ego.
it, yeah.
Yeah. We resolved
Does-
this 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Y'all know better because y'all have had more interaction with the Pirate actually being on there and doing shows and stuff. Does the Pirate have any PR person besides Sal and John?
No.
Maybe you fucking need one. Maybe you need someone that's a mediator between you guys that can take care of debacles like this. And they can go into, when you post something like this, they go, hey, let me delete that because you're looking like an asshole. And it doesn't look good for your radio station.
Yeah. Well, and one of the things that I found out later was that, Sally was like, I wish that you would have just messaged me directly. I could have taken care of all of this without it going anywhere here. And that's true. Because Sally does know how to do the PR and she does know how to massage it and she knows how to like put down all the fires and she knows how to handle John, handle the talent, handle all these things. So that would have been good. But, unfortunately, it was a knee-jerk reaction to an emotional situation. And,
She got emotionally involved.
yeah.
And she still said, basically, that the local scene's going to shit.
Well, her thing about like if you saw Joe talk to her about that and said
Yeah.
that he had a problem with her liking that, and her response was, her thumbs up didn't mean that she agrees with the statement. She just appreciates his right to express himself.
Don't fucking thumbs up it then.
I understand that's what her response was. I
And
was like,
you know what?
weird-
That's a great. You
know.
responded to Joe, but how many hundreds of people saw you thumbs up that through that thread that were watching it?
Yeah.
There were hundreds of people watching that thread and how things went
Man,
down.
I don't ever look at that stuff.
And local
though. I really
bands,
don't.
though. Local bands that were like, this person's agreeing. Because when you thumbs up, you're agreeing, basically.
Yeah,
That's what it
that
seems
is
like.
a visual agreement.
Yeah.
A visual agreement, like a contract.
Well, I mean,
Well,
if
and-
somebody
and like-
if somebody
but-
writes Trump is a Nazi and you give it a thumbs up, I'm going to assume that you think Trump is a Nazi, not that you're giving a thumbs up to your right to express yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I'm
Or-
thinking you agree with that Trump's a Nazi, or if Trump's the greatest president in the world. If you give
Yeah.
it a thumbs up, I assume that you think that's how that works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
I
like
don't
when
think so.
somebody.
No, I don't think it does work like that for a guy like me and other people that use Facebook as a specific trolling device, which you do a
That's
lot
it.
too.
You do use it, as
And
a
you do
trolling
too.
device.
Well, trolling is
That's what I'm
different.
saying.
but-
Trolling is different.
Like you have to also take
Yeah.
in context the person that's doing it. I
But
guess.
this was
No.
You have
a
to-
situation that was handled within 6 hours of the whole thing breaking loose.
Right.
And between two people, it did
Yeah.
not need to go blow up like it did.
Hmm.
And you've
It didn't need to become the
I bet
trash
you-
fire that Lindsay
No.
Cole wrote a song about.
yeah, there were 2 songs written about the whole situation.
It was.
Yeah.
One of them did
Genius.
not get released. I've got it on my phone though. If you guys want
Well,
to
I
hear it
bet
later.
they feel bad
Shout
about
out
it.
Lindsay Cole.
I bet you the pirate and everybody
Lindsay
involved
Cole.
feels bad about it. So
I think that everybody wishes
Live
it
and
was
learn.
handled differently.
I wish it was
For
live and
sure.
learn.
And you know what? If you're a big boy and you feel you're strong with your words, why don't you come out on Halloween night to the shows you said you were going to go to?
who me?
Not
No.
you. I'm talking about the 2 that run the pirate over there. Why didn't they come out? They said, "Oh, we're going to go out. We're going to go to Lola's and we're going to support Henry the Archer and we're going to be there." Crickets. I didn't see them show up.
Did they show up to corn?
I'm glad they didn't because I probably would have punched John in the
No,
face.
you wouldn't
Good
have.
Lord, man.
I was pissed.
But you
I was
wouldn't, have, you
pissed.
wouldn't have tried to fight nobody.
No, I probably would have killed him if I punched him in the face.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Well, he's old. He's an old fuck.
He ain't that old.
We're old
boy.
fucks.
He's what?
I'm an old fuck.
He's 70,
How do you
right?
think I am? I'm like 67. He's not that far from me.
You're not 67.
And he's not 70 either.
How old? Yeah.
He's got to be in his early 60s, right?
Early 60s is right.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, he's probably maybe between 10 and 15 years older than I am.
He's gonna look it up.
You want to bet wearing a
And you know
bathing
what?
suit?
Okay.
I'm not so sure that John Rhodey couldn't take me. He might be able to.
He probably could.
You know, he seems like he'd be a squirrely fighter. I bet he could take you. You know?
I think you would just.
Justin's
say,
got
hey,
more girth on him,
I
so
think
maybe
if
he's
it
stronger,
came down
but
to it,
I
if
think
you
that-
and John Sally were
Well,
in
you
the
gotta look
alley,
at these
you would just be like,
forearms.
hey, instead of fighting, you want to just burn a joint? And he'd be like, yeah, let's do that. And then you would just smoke a joint, and everything would be cool.
No, I saw Sally at a church and just turned around and just awkwardly waved at her, and she awkwardly waved back, and that was it.
Does she go? She goes to your church.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And that's what would have happened
See,
at the.
this is what
at the
doesn't
Pirate,
need to
you know?
happen. Nothing needs to be awkward. Like they can express their views. You can express your views. No one needs to be awkward about things. Like you know what I mean? Let it
Well,
be. Let it bygones be. They didn't say
No.
anything racial.
No.
They didn't say anything
No, they didn't.
detrimental to the
but
community.
they were
but
unnecessarily cruel to someone.
It's somebody
Who-
that they
who-
care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the whole
It's just if-
music community cares about.
If it's going to be a team thing, I'm on Charles and Denver's team.
that's
Yeah.
fine. But there
Sorry,
shouldn't
you
be a
know.
team. I don't think it should be
It
a team
shouldn't
thing.
be
We
a-
should
it
just let it
shouldn't-
go.
it shouldn't
Like
be a
we're
team
talking
thing.
about
Yeah.
how they should have let it go whenever you said before the
No,
block
I
statement. Just
think you're right.
everybody
I was-
lets it go.
I was hoping that we weren't going to talk about it tonight. I'm prepared to talk about the black cat.
I think we should. talk
No,
about the
yeah,
Black
that
Cat.
black cat was
Wait,
friggin' awesome.
Before we get to the black
Wait,
cat,
hold on.
I got a question for
Can
you.
we wrap this up?
Yeah, we
can
can wrap it up.
Go ahead,
Go
wrap it
ahead.
up. I don't know enough about it to wrap it up.
Well, I just think it looks bad upon the pirate.
My name's Matt,
It looks
not
bad.
Dustin. So don't punch me in the face, John.
It looks bad when you're doing when your business is, built on the local scene, and this all hell breaks loose. It kind of puts it in the mind of other bands. Is My Dirty Politics going to be broadcast on the air on Facebook if something breaks out between me and another band member, or it just it puts a bad taste in everybody's mouth.
I'm
That's
not
why
going
take it down.
Temple will wear disguises.
I'm not going to mention
Gonna
anybody's
wear a
name,
mask.
and I'm not saying the Pirates should be more like the Funkytown podcast was, but we've had our issues with certain bands and certain people in town, and you know what we did? We just don't talk about them. We don't promote them. We don't play their music.
Right.
We have nothing to do with them.
Yeah,
We
just
just
kill
know,
'em.
Yeah, just
Just kill him.
I don't know. I mean,
That's
Yeah,
why
no,
Drag the
you
Ocean
just-
never
they're
got
still
invited
around.
into the
You know.
shit.
yeah, you just
Yeah.
you just
Drag
pretend
the
like
Ocean never got invited to
because that's the
Funkytown
worst.
podcast.
There's no
show.
reason to go on and be like, oh, we don't like this band. Don't support this. I mean, that's
Right.
all that does is make people go, oh man, these guys are mean. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go support that band because these podcast assholes or whatever. Just the worst thing that you can do is just not talk about them. Just
One
Yeah.
thing that was brought up, because I was attacked right before it was taken down by someone. I won't say any names. We'll keep them
on
away.
the thread?
I got attacked by someone, and I laughed. It made me laugh because I thought it was, first off, it was fucking genius.
Yes.
And it was funny.
Yes.
Was it just a normal
Congratulations
punch to the balls, or
to
was
her.
it-
I just want to clap.
Yeah.
It was a normal punch the balls.
so it wasn't a real attack.
And my response
No,
was...
it was a real attack by her, but we
It
thought it
was.
was funny.
what was the
I thought
attack?
it was funny.
It was shut
I
the
wanna
fuck
hear.
up, Dustin.
You're one to talk.
Oh yeah, you're when to talk. Shut the fuck up.
And I responded right before it was taken down. I responded with,
Sorry.
I'm sorry that you're upset that I've made fun of you in the past on my podcast.
Who?
I said, but this is a radio station. This is a business built upon the local scene, local businesses. I have a podcast that we have made to be a place where guests can come and speak their mind and say their opinion and say whatever they want. I'm not trying to build a business here on the local community's dime.
I'll look it up.
I'm trying to just...
I'll
it's
look it
just
up
a
right
podcast. I forgot what I said. So I said, so I'm sorry if your panties are still in a wad because I've made fun of you guys in the past. But it's, if you have new music, and I'm always open to listening to new stuff.
It was so
That was
fantastic.
pretty good. I was just like, come
But
on.
still, but also the difference between you and John Rhodey is
Oh,
this
yeah.
fucking John Rhodey from LaBella and Rhodey,
Boom.
Texas Hall of Fame radio, personality.
Yeah.
This guy's a legend in town when it comes to radio and music, and now maybe he's like, well, I'm really not all that. I'm just maybe so. Whatever. But to people who don't know him or barely know him or whatever, he's a legend.
Right.
He's a
Well, and the
radio
thing
legend,
is-
a local radio legend. It's John fucking Rhodey. It's
When-
like, so take that and just carry it with a little bit of dignity, I guess.
When you're someone that walks around and people are intimidated to talk to you because of your history or what you've done
Yeah.
or where you are,
Right.
they're intimidated to interact with you. They're intimidated to give you their music. That kind of means something.
Yeah.
And what it means is you're on up there and should be, I don't know, just be cool with everything. Don't get involved in this shit. Just run your radio station. Let things work it out. It's all good. Everything was solved. And these little fucking stabs that happened on the 4th day and the 5th day after that was bullshit. That was
Yeah, that's-
completely
well,
bullshit.
by the-
Posting stupid memes on Instagram.
Yeah, by the third day, I'd stopped following it because
Wait,
I
what happened on the
stopped
Instagram?
following people.
Well, poking me,
Who did?
posting memes of, I'm not gonna say, but
Yeah.
Poke the bear, get your arm bit off or some fucking
Don't complain
bullshit.
about it.
Yeah, don't complain about it or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
Um,
was stupid. I mean, there were so many people that I just don't understand how you can't see that you were wrong and just say, I'm sorry, we're wrong, move on.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead, you piss off a bunch of musicians. And I'm done.
All right. So
Is there a song?
we can move on.
No. Why do you need to pee?
A little bit, and I also want to smoke.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, that conversation got me all amped up. I need to calm down.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so
I
let's
got to piss too, actually.
so let's take a pee. We'll play. I don't
Wait,
know.
wait,
What
wait,
song
wait,
do you
wait,
want to
wait,
hear? Who? What you? This is what song you want?
Why am I even here today?
Well, what do you got?
Nothing. Nothing.
You went.
This
Whoa, whoa,
is-
whoa, 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 whoa.
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
wanna-
We'll do my shtick afterwards.
No, I wanted to hear his song.
I want to hear Striper, honestly.
Seriously?
Yeah. Do you know
Really?
Hey, you know who else is big Striper fans besides you and I?
Who?
The O'Hearns, both.
Both
yeah?
of the O'Hearns.
Yeah.
Really?
Are you being serious?
Hell yeah.
Well, that wouldn't be the Striper song I would pick. I was being funny.
You
No,
pick-
but what?
Walking
song?
in a Winter Wonderland.
Let's-
I'm hoping a local song.
I was gonna say let's pick someone local.
I don't know local bands that well.
I got a song. I got a song. We'll
do you have
play.
anything by the
Okay.
Go-Go Gorillas? I saw the Go-Go
Oh, the
Gorillas
Go-Go
on Friday.
Gorillas are
That-
rad.
Hold
awesome.
on.
The Go-Go Gorillas? Isn't that just fucking Joe and some dudes?
I've got a
No.
song that
We don't know
that-
who the Go-Go Gorillas are.
Just like Joe.
Listen, I've got a song right here. It's Denver Williams. He's
Okay.
covering another local
Don't do
musician that's a
that.
good friend of his.
Don't be an asshole. Why don't we do something from Garage Barrage?
It is. And while I was looking for it, I was going to have you do your stick, but now you want to go pee.
Which shtick?
The stick you just had lined up.
No, it's not shtick. It's topic.
Oh, okay. All right. So Garage Barrage, we want.
I got a tinkle.
Not the one you just played on your last
no.
show.
Oh gosh,
Jesus Christ! What was that? What
Wow,
is that?
Piece of art.
piece of art flying off the wall, and almost
Killing
Up
us.
there?
somebody called 911. What the hell?
You would have
Stubbs?
just killed a
It's
guest.
Stubbs? You almost
All right.
killed me.
Here's a
Um,
Garage Barrage song of some sort. We'll be back. What song do you want?
I was gonna say they're trying to work. They're trying to learn how to do any request. so they
Oh,
can
that
play
is
it.
a good piece of art. I think it was up there.
So I don't know. Should we play that or should I just do like a surprise?
Which song?
The song called Any Request is their
Any
garage
Request.
song. You know what I'm talking about where it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I think I've got it right here. I believe I've got it. Let me see. I've got to go in here and look. Oh.
It's been an hour, right?
Yep,
Yeah, you're
it's
good.
9 o'clock.
Someone's so tired.
What?
Mixler and YouTube are still open, just so you guys know. So in case y'all wanted to continue that conversation and throw people under the bus, I just want you to know that. Don't do that. And Susie, don't try to hit on me.
I don't think I have to try to do that.
What is it? The Rob Zombie thing.
Which one?
I don't try to do anything. Want to try me? Isn't that what it is?
Jesus. Let's leave Rob Zombie out of this conversation.
Oh, Will it open
It's
up the
too late.
waterworks?
Yep. Open up the waterworks. Did you see that meme I sent the other day with Wayne with the beard?
No.
With Beyonce with the this whole splooge. The problem with our podcast thread is that we talk a lot, so to get back to it would be difficult.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
I like being able to hear them outside. I
Huh?
wasn't going to... Them outside. You hear 'em?
Yep, I hear him. I might go out and join him.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You do that then.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to put this song into the show
Oh, okay.
so I don't have to do it later.
Okay.
I try to do all my editing, as we're going.
Okay.
Let's see how loud this is.
Okay.
Why am I talking like this?
I don't know.
You should go out there and walk around like Gail.
Because you're a lunatic.
Okay. I can't believe they have like...
I can't believe how wet my shoe is. This is weird.
Shit. I thought that was going somewhere else.
Shoe.
Wow. I was going to be like, whoa, ma'am?
Excuse me,
You
sir.
need me to go get a hairdryer?
I need something.
So this album has 39 songs on it.
So fantastic.
This album
It's the
has
best thing about Garage Barrage.
23. This album has 15.
The best thing, the
I have
other best
30
thing about
albums.
Garage Barrage is John, the bass player. Guy's a maniac. He's the best.
Sploosh.
What?
Huh?
What'd you just say?
Sploosh.
Is that what you do when you see John?
It sounds like that's what you do.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong.
Mm-hmm. Did you finish that?
No, I'm still working on it.
Is it more sour than the last time you had it? But you had it. That's why you had it off tap.
I had it off tap and I had it with a Bloody Mary, and I was like pouring it into the Bloody Mary. You know, as you like drink down the Bloody Mary, you pour a little bit of beer in.
A bit of beer.
Blah, 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 blah,
A bit of beer.
blah, blah, blah. And then I would have like some Bloody Mary, and then I'd take a drink. Yeah, and it was off tap, so it was not this pungent
With its gaping need.
with its gaping need.
This beer is pungent with its gaping need. All right. This Metallica beer,
Yes.
this Internight by Stone, sucks.
No.
Especially
no
after-
bueno.
No, especially after coming off this Allstad that's fucking 2 German specifications and tasted like magic.
So who does the Metallica beer?
Stone,
Oh, I don't know Stone. Where are they from?
your part of the world.
California? The Central Coast? Where in California?
I think they're south of LA. I don't know
Oh.
if they're in Orange County or not. It's,
Orange County is south of LA.
I know, but I don't know if they're in Orange County or further south.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ballast Point's in Orange County,
Okay.
right? And LA County has Firestone Walker.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Stone, where?
Does it say it on the can? Where it's from?
Escondido.
Escondido.
Where's that at?
LA.
It is?
Mhm.
So it's LA County?
Mhm.
That's why it tastes like shit.
Hey, you take that back.
You're not from LA County.
Yeah, but my Dodgers and my Lakers are from LA County. Cheech and Chong are from LA.
That's fine. But that doesn't mean the water supply there tastes good and there's not homeless people everywhere.
The LA River is fantastic.
Oh my God. You mean the sewer runoff that goes to the ocean that they film movies in?
I was trying to explain to somebody the other day about the LA River and how it's just this like concrete conduit. And they were like, "What?" I'm like, "No, literally, that is the LA River."
It's a
Yeah.
concrete gully.
Yep.
That's what? 20 miles long
Yep.
and 200 yards wide.
It's something. High rocks.
Roxy, go.
Roxy, go.
Roxy, go. And every movie that is based in LA has to have one scene in it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But doing the bonfires in the bottom of the LA riverbed is fun.
And that's legal?
It's legal.
Can you drive down there legally?
I think so. I don't think it's. I don't know. It's been a long time. I'm going back though next year.
So am I. I'll try to drive a car down there.
Do it, because I'm not going to go to LA. I mean, I'll fly into LA, but then I'm immediately driving up the coast. Unless I go see Becky and Danny and Eric. Eric's like a soul brother.
He's your
Where's your
ska little
fucking
buddy.
jet?
He is my ska buddy. I love it.
Your
Ska?
little buddy.
Emphasis is on the upbeat.
Oh, there it is. I see RoboTuner is
In
chatting.
Where? What's he saying?
He's in the video chat room.
Oh, nice. Hi, Matt Thomas.
Just kill me. Just kill me. Just kill me.
Just kill me. Just kill me. Just kill me.
All right.
It's about time for us to go to Vegas again. Now that I'm sober.
Hey, you need to figure out if you're going to NAMM.
I know I do, man. I want to go, but man,
Soon.
Fuck.
You need to
I also want to
figure.
save money.
It's not that much to fly out there, and this is.
That's not the flight. It's the fucking getting bail and all that shit.
Man, there's a
Getting
band
out
out there.
trouble.
I want to go. I want to go with y'all.
Is it a
just
weekend
so I
deal?
can see
Just a weekend.
Becky and Danny and Cherub? But I also
That would
want
be
to. There's a band out there somewhere, and I'm hoping it's close to where they are, and they're called Koi Division, and they do.
Yes.
They're dressed as fish, but they do Joy Division songs.
Joy Division songs, fish. Yes.
And I want to see that. And they're
Do
out
they
there.
change all the names of the Joy Division songs to fishy names?
Some of them, yeah.
Okay.
Trout will tear us apart.
I don't remember what it is. But they do have.
That was so
Dead carp. This is a song about infrastructure and fish. This is what happens when you take infrastructure and you put it together with fish.
That visual's so awesome.
That visual is great.
Stupid.
It's stupid. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. You ready? And we're back. I am flying.
I thought that was in the song.
Funkytown podcast. Zach Libs.
We didn't play Zach
Are we done
Libs.
exactly?
This is a Zach Lib entitled.
Oh my god. Matt, you had something before we went to break, and we're gonna punch Jeff in the balls.
Yeah, it's kind of mainstream media, I guess.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys had the Popeyes chicken sandwich?
Nope.
Nope.
Could care less. It's racist.
I want to.
Plus, it's chicken.
I want to eat
And
one
it's
because everybody says it's better than Chick-fil-A's, and I think Chick-fil-A's is the greatest, even though it's the hate chicken.
Are you
It's still fucking
kidding
delicious.
me?
Chick-fil-A is fucking
You
delicious. I don't
still
give a shit
eat
what anyone
Chick-fil-A?
says. Fuck yes.
I never liked Chick-fil-A.
Even my lesbian sister said that she still eats
I know
Chick-fil-A.
a lot of gay people that eat Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. I mean, I'll stand for people's beliefs and everything, but that damn chicken, fuck.
I don't think it's that great.
If I find out they killed dolphins, I wouldn't eat
But
there.
the thing is, if the Popeyes chicken is
no bumblebee
chicken
tuna
sandwich
for
is
you?
better, then I can go full on fuck you because that's what I get at Chick-fil-A is the chicken sandwich.
The
So,
only thing Popeyes is good for is rice and beans.
but yeah,
That shit's great.
I don't think that's true. I go to Popeyes all the time.
it is good.
For what?
They have the $4.99
Yeah, and they have spicy chicken.
lunch deal. Yeah, and they have
It's
like little
good.
spicy buffalo nuggets, and they have chicken strips on
Yeah,
one day.
Popeyes is good.
Each day's
Do
a
they-
different $5
But here's
lunch.
the deal, though.
It never comes out of me correct.
Still all
Like
intact.
solid enough, or
It's still all like the corn's whole, the chicken's whole, the potatoes are whole.
Yeah.
He gets the mashed potatoes and he poops out whole ones.
what's correct?
I want to eat a meal, and then
Yeah.
it come out like I should be able to serve it again.
Okay. So you basically want a Star Destroyer to come out of your butt after you're done eating.
Oh boy.
I don't want to,
You don't want a bunch of soup.
as Becky said this week on the Bed Files, I don't want it to be like I just drank a bunch of barium.
Right. You want
Yeah.
a Star Destroyer to come out of your butt.
Yeah, I do.
Well, eat more cheese.
Okay.
There you go.
Eat more cheese would be like barium.
No, it wouldn't.
No, cheese is good.
Yeah.
Cheese hardens things up.
Yeah. Cheese will stop you up. Anyway, here's the
Barium
deal.
enema will get solid, and then you have to poop that thing out.
But you have to drink it before a colonoscopy.
Oh, to
so it
clean
cleans you
yourself. Okay.
all right. Anyway,
I don't think so. When she said that, it didn't make
they did something
I've never
genius
had-
though.
I've
They
never had a
released it on
colonoscopy.
Sunday this time around,
Mhm.
and they promised they had enough. But guess what? I'm hearing everywhere.
Did they
I
run
heard
out
people
already?
got
That they're
shot
out.
over it.
Yeah.
Somebody
Well,
did.
there was someone. It was a stabbing, I think. But has there been a shooting too?
Somewhere
there was
in
a
like
shooting.
in Minnesota, or no, Maryland.
Maryland.
I know there was a stabbing, but now there's been a shooting. So 2 people. This person died too, by the way.
What?
The
Over a
stabbing guy
chicken
died.
sandwich?
Yeah.
And you say that Chick-fil-A is hate chicken, but yet Popeyes people die at. I mean, you know.
Well, Sunday was National Chicken
That's because the
Sandwich
chicken
Day.
is so good.
Which is weird.
It's not hate chicken.
Like you would think Chick-fil-A would step in the game then,
No, they're
but they
closed on
didn't. They
Sundays.
closed on Sunday.
You should
They're
really
sticking to their
order it
guns.
as hate chicken.
I respect
Just
that.
go up and be like, I'd like a hate
That they're
chicken
sticking to
sandwich,
their
please.
values.
That
Yeah, it's
they-
cool.
Did not do that the other day?
That they're closed on Sundays and they just don't open it up.
You said you were going to, and then you were like,
People
I'd
need
like
a day
a
off.
chicken
Spend time with their
sandwich.
family. Go to church. You know.
Yeah. I don't think it has anything to do with blue laws. It has more to do with that because they don't sell booze in Chick-fil-A.
I want hate
It'd be
nuggets.
a lot cooler if they did, though.
You didn't order hate nuggets either.
I don't usually get the nuggets at Chick-fil-A. I usually just get the chicken sandwich with, and I tell them, okay, I will burn a motherfucker down if they forget to put my mayonnaise in there.
And pickles?
Yeah, no, I don't. The pickles, whatever. But if
You know
they
what the
forget to
best
put my
thing is
mayonnaise
there?
in, because they trick their mayonnaise up. Like they put drugs in that damn mayonnaise. That's not regular mayonnaise that they have at Chick-fil-A. There's something else, some other ingredient that they're throwing in there, like some addictive ingredient.
I went to Firehouse
And
Subs the other day,
It addicts PTA moms.
and they threw Duke's mayonnaise little packet.
I'm sorry?
Duke's?
Sounds
Have you
good.
ever heard of that, mayonnaise?
Dukes?
Yeah.
Wait, the fry sauce?
No, it was mayonnaise, and it said Duke's.
Was it Dr. Red Duke?
I'm Dr. Red Duke.
Hi, I'm
Dr.
Dr. Red Duke.
She don't know about that.
She
What's
wasn't
that true
here.
Texan stuff.
She was not here when that was
That's
going
that
down.
true Texan
Anyway, I
knowledge.
made grilled cheese sandwiches last night with my little Katie baby, and I put that Duke's mayo that they threw in the bag.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was delicious.
Yeah.
I put it on the outside of the bread with the butter.
Man, you can't beat
It
a
was
good
delicious,
grilled-
and a little
Weren't the
good grilled
Dukes
cheese
the
sandwich.
And
guys
some
that founded
garlic
the
salt.
KKK?
That sounds good.
That could be hate mayonnaise.
They did drive a car with a rebel flag on it.
David Duke,
David Dukes.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Duke of Earl.
Oh, thank you. There you go. There you go, Matt Thomas.
Way to ruin my grilled cheese sandwich.
You had a
Thanks.
racist mayonnaise in your mouth.
And we're about to have a racist song.
So what did you think about Cane's?
Cane's is all
I
right.
like Cane's.
I like Cane's too.
I like
Cane's all
cane
right.
sauce, man.
There's a place in the colony, and that's the only place I've seen it, and it's called Lane's, which is like Cane's except
With an
with
Lane's.
an L.
And it's funny because I always send it to my daughter because they spell it the same way.
Because they're an L of a lot
Did-
better than Cane's.
But
Do they
their
have
thing
a
is
dog too, like a dark chocolate lab.
their
or
thing
something?
is though they do the same thing, the chicken strips and everything.
Oh,
That's
it's good.
that's their deal. But their claim to fame is that they make all their sauces from scratch, like their homemade, like all their sauces are scratch.
I make
kitchen
my
sauces.
sauces from
And then
scratch.
all of
It's
them, not
really good.
not
too.
just one sauce,
Yeah, the only one I get's the honey mustard.
but they have more
Must-
than one.
They have more than one.
Because Cane's has one sauce.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah.
you can get honey mustard at Cane's too.
Oh, okay.
You just got to specifically ask for it. Otherwise,
Did-
you'll just get it.
Does it come packaged or does it come in a little
It's in a little
container cup?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is her problem?
I don't know, man. She's tripped
How
up
much
on
did
the
you
Duke.
drink before you got here?
A 6-pack?
She's laughing about the David Duke. I think the racist stuff has got her tripped
I
up.
don't know what's wrong with her.
No, she passes out in the seat. I'm gonna laugh. All right.
What are you doing, man?
Nothing.
You just knocked something over.
So wait, before we move on, no one has any desire to get this damn chicken sandwich.
I have no desire.
I do.
Zero.
I didn't care the first time.
I guess
around,
I'll be
but,
the field reporter.
You let us know.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna
I'll-
say.
I'll report back.
Because I go there and it's like really crowded and everybody's in there to get chicken sandwich and I'm like, can I get the $4.99 meal deal, please?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, how you going? It'll be a couple minutes. We got to put some strips down because nobody's been ordering them all day.
But are you going to
sandwich-
places that have the chicken sandwich though? Because
Well,
I
this
haven't
was-
been to one yet.
This was last time it was out, and they were out.
The
And-
last
and they
time
were-
I went and asked for it, they said you can get the app, and I was like, "What? They get the app?" I
It'll
was
tell
like, "Why
you-
would I get the app?"
'cause they'll
An
tell you when
Because
they
it'll
have
tell you
it.
when we get it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So how hard is it to get
I was
two
like, "How
buns
about you just
and a
give
piece
me the
of
fucking
chicken
chicken
and make
sandwich?" Yeah.
You
I
run
don't
out of
know.
buns,
I
run
don't
to
know how
Walmart,
they.
buy some more.
Yeah, I don't know how do you run a shortage in chickens and stuff. Like, how'd you fuck that up?
Because they're not
I
dos
think
pollos hermanos.
it's all intentional.
I do too.
It
That's
is
what I
too.
think it is.
It is
I think it is too, because this time
It's like
they
the
promised they
McRib.
weren't going to run out. But I heard on the ticket
Yeah,
they
'cause
were
the Mc-
talking about it
Yeah,
on
'cause
the
McRib
hard
sold
line,
out this time.
and they were
Yeah.
saying that they had completely run out.
It's the new thing
It's like
now.
the goddamn pickle beer.
Yeah, breweries do it all the time.
They do. Short batch it, see what happens. If it creates a firestorm, then they're like, all right, well, you know what? We've got a
Yeah,
50,000.
yeah, those limited
Gallon.
seasonals and stuff. They're doing the same damn thing.
Mhm.
I mean, they have the. I mean, I'm sure there's some beers that you cannot make year round because of the ingredients, but for the most part, you could make whatever you wanted to year round.
I really
You're
wish
totally
that
good.
Division Brewing would name a saison after me.
Can I do a hot sports opinion real quick?
Sure.
You do have a camera on you still.
Hello, YouTube.
I found out today that the Texas Monthly hired a guy to drive around Texas and find the best tacos. Where the
See.
fuck were you, Jeff,
I
on
don't know.
that?
I didn't see the job posting.
That's been what you wanted to do.
That'd be cool.
That'd be way cool. Well, Channel 8 ran around with him around Dallas. And
Oh.
they did a whole
They
story
don't have
about
good tacos in Dallas.
All right, that leads me to our next story then.
Are you
or
saying-
shoot
well,
the
hold on.
shit?
Are you saying that the Latino population in Dallas can't make good tacos?
There has to be good tacos in Dallas.
There are good tacos
There are
in
good
Dallas.
tacos in Dallas.
Yeah,
Guess you've never been to the good side of Oak Cliff.
It's my hood. I've
There's
been to
all
El
over
Rincon.
Dallas. There's good
Lots.
taco joints, man.
Been over there by the Texas Theater where all the Concierta.
Okay, we're gonna.
What
big
did I
dick-
just
we're gonna
say?
big
I've
dick
been to
tacos
El
here.
Rincon.
Is that where
That's
it
right
is?
by Texas
Okay,
Theater.
okay, we're gonna
Okay.
big dick tacos here.
Yeah, we're gonna big dick
Who's got
tacos.
San Diego Tacos down in the street. Done.
Nope, wrong.
All right, so you said you saw this on the news.
Mhm.
Well, yesterday, this is a real deal story. Like, really happened to me. I was sitting there. I came home. I was making eggs, getting that protein stuff. My
What
roommate
about
comes
eggs?
in. I love eggs.
Do you fart those at night?
No, not really. I go to
Okay.
sleep at night.
Well, it's good. I mean,
But-
it's good to know for the person who's interested in sober stuff.
Give us the points.
Bullet points.
I don't toot.
Okay.
That's it.
Good to
person
know.
person who's interested in sober stubs, I don't toot.
Give us the bullet points.
All right, here's the bullet points.
What about
Sitting
eggs?
there, all of a sudden, it doesn't have anything to do with eggs.
Okay.
But my roommate turns on the TV. She's watching the news. I think she wants to see what the weather is and everything. Next thing I know, I hear Mean Motor Scooter.
Woo!
Yeah.
On the
Full
news.
on.
5 o'clock news.
I was like, she goes, "What the fuck is this?" And I look at her. I was like, "What? Did they say Mean Motor Scooter?" She's like,
Yep.
"Yeah." And sure enough, they're doing a story on Mean Motor Scooter.
And how fucking stoned were all those guys?
But they were doing
Very.
they were doing a story on that guy who's preserving local music, and Beam Motor
Yeah.
Scooter was.
Yeah.
They
I
were
don't
working
like-
with the guy.
Which who was
you know.
that asshat?
I don't like
Nicola.
the.
He's the
UTA
one the
guy.
story was about.
I know that's the thing. Is funny.
we don't know.
Everybody
Okay.
knows who Mean Motor Scooter is,
They
but
don't
nobody
know who
knows
that
this
professor
asshat
is. Yeah.
And I didn't like the way the anchors led into that story.
No.
Because they were like
Badu,
Erica
Leon
Badu
Bridges.
and Leon Bridges and all them. And then there's these other bands locally that you'll probably never hear, so this guy's going to archive them.
That's kind of
Yeah.
the
And
I was like,
exact
that's-
way it was.
That-
Wow,
that
way to
was-
shit on 'em.
That
Yeah.
kind of I thought so too. I was
That
like,
pissed
that
me
was a
off.
weird way.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing.
Like he
I was
was.
like, come
I mean,
on.
anybody that has anything to do with local music saw that story and was like, okay, these fucking idiots don't know a damn thing about local music
Yeah.
at
That's
all.
right.
At all.
Not one bit. But it was cool seeing all the guys and girls in Mean Motor
Stoned
Scooter.
as fuck.
Their profile just got raised real
Yeah, for
high.
sure.
No,
you
I
know.
did.
And I guarantee you, some of them PTA moms and shit that watch that news channel and that lady that did the story,
Do you like that Mean Motor Scooter?
I like that Mean Motor Scooter. They kind of remind me of Nirvana with surf rock.
I always listen to them with the kids on the way to soccer practice the other day, and they're just so fucking fantastic.
I
that
wonder if
song,
they have a
Sam
Christian-
the Homo Sapien.
Yep.
It makes me speed down the highway, and I get to soccer practice quicker.
Hey,
I wonder
that's
if they
Ivy's
have a.
favorite song
I
from
wonder
them.
if they have a Christian Christmas album or something that they might have done for their local
They've
church.
done Christmas. No,
The other
they
day,
haven't.
me and my
Because
husband,
I'm second.
me and
Even
my
the music,
husband,
I'm second.
me and my husband, man, we were getting down and doing the dirty.
You did?
So we turned on Down Like a Dog. And we fucked to it. And it was so good. I think we're gonna have another baby here in
Did you
about
see
9 months.
the way he moved his
Dude,
chair?
I'm the anti. I'm
You had
that,
to really get into
dude,
it.
I'm that anti PTA mom because I go home and have sex and turn the lights down and put on pinkish black because I think it's cool.
Well, it's
then
it's downbeat, so your tempo's slower.
Yeah.
So you last longer.
But you got to have a weird blue devilish
favorite
looking
to have
light or
sex to
something
is
like
Huffer.
I like to get colonoscopies.
And
to
a,
Huffer.
and a swing in the corner. Yeah, nice.
Man, dude.
Huffer while you were drilling out
Fucking rad.
Well, speaking of buttholes,
Oh no.
Jeff,
Do we
What
have
about
a picture
eggs?
of yours?
What about eggs?
well, I do have a question. Have you ever let any of your significant others look at your butthole?
Oh,
Oh
this
my
is a good
gosh.
question. Have you?
No, not
Have
like
you?
not like bend over
Yeah.
and say, "Here, look at my butthole." I'm sure they've seen it.
Well, I meant like
Have you not
have
gotten
you had
your- No.
something wrong with it, or you're
No.
like, hey, will you look at my butthole real
Have
quick?
you not had your salad tossed, sir?
That's not what he's asking though.
Oh,
I mean, but both.
Licking
both.
and looking at it are two different things.
No, but I mean, they could go hand in hand. But either.
I was this close to letting one shave mine, but I chickened out.
Maybe I did
Oh, I
have
shaved
that.
mine.
Very scared.
I say, man, that's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I was gonna let someone else do it.
Whoa!
That's even more
Why
uncomfortable.
would you do that?
Feels good.
You've
Feels good.
shaved yours before?
I have, but I was gonna let someone else do it, and that made me nervous.
I was all up for Brazilian.
You know, those are only like $90.
Yeah, I was all up for it.
There's a place right down the street from my house in
You
Las
guys-
Colinas that does it.
Yeah, they're probably gonna bust it here in a couple of weeks in an FBI raid because there's little Asian
continue.
kids in
I
there
like
that
this.
are
Continue.
in a sex slave trade off like they did that other joint.
No, but Stubbs, you've had tulips. Have you ever had someone like look
Look
at your
at 'em?
butt? Like,
like-
your significant other been like, "Oh,
No,
check this out."
I've been powdered before by my significant other. Like when we were in Cancun, and I was like, she was like, "You've got to do something," because I was walking stupid. She's like, "We got to do something," and she powdered me
You had
up.
raw
So I'm
butt?
sure she saw it. Because that whole thing starts getting combined when you have severe swamp butt. It combines with your butt tulips. It gets all
Yeah,
fucking
it's a
swollen
mess.
and weird down there.
So when you showed it to her, do you
I don't-
just
we were
bend
fucked
over
up. I don't remember.
and you say look in there, or do you like lay on the bed and then pick your legs up over your head?
That's
and
what
like, look.
when she did. Well, yeah, that's what happened on this trip. It was
Legs
like,
over the head.
yeah, come on, get this. Pour some
Powder on
powder
me.
on me. Yeah,
Well, that's kind
Snort
of
it!
That's the ultimate.
and she snorted it off me.
I think that's the ultimate sign of love is
So
if
why
they're
was this your
if they're
question?
willing to look at your butt.
Why?
I was just wondering.
Okay.
But there's been people that have
came
looked
up
at my
in my
butt
mind
that
today.
I haven't been in love with and hasn't loved me.
It's just all.
Like it's happened. Like it doesn't have anything to do with
Everybody,
love. It has
tonight we have a very special guest,
You
Jeffrey
see the
Lord.
apes?
He's here to talk about the end of his podcast. And I just want to ask you, Jeff, very seriously, has your significant
Jeff, we
other
have plenty
ever
of time.
seen your butthole?
You see the
Wait,
apes?
No, I just
so wait,
wondering where
so
we're going.
Matt
So you
brings
see
up a good
apes, you see
Matt brings
apes
up
at
a
the
good
zoo and they're
question.
picking stuff off each other and stuff. It's the same shit. We're
There
just
is a-
primates. We're
There
we're
is-
more
Have you
evolved
had your
primates.
salad tossed?
Oh my gosh!
At
we're
some
gonna do
point.
this? I'm gonna go around. Yes, I have. Thank you. Keep going.
Dustin.
No, I haven't.
Have you ever tossed a man salad?
Ooh, that's a
No.
good question too.
tossed a man salad?
No.
You ever seen a grown man naked? You ever tossed a man salad? God.
That should be our survey question about for our
So-
podcast.
Jeff, there is kind of a tie-in here, in which we'll get into the end of the Funkytown podcast
With tossed salads and scrambled eggs.
and butthole talk, because the very first time you ever talked about us on your show, besides the intro, but
Well,
when
that
you
was the same show.
no, there were two different shows.
The butthole talk was in that show with Peter.
It was Peter, but that clip I played at the beginning of the show was two shows
Oh,
earlier.
before Peter. Okay.
Was before Peter, but
Which Peter?
Lefkin.
which
Oh.
what's he up to?
About 5
I
foot
saw him
10.
at church on Sunday.
I see him all the time around town.
Oh
he
really?
gives me lots of hugs.
Yeah, he's always at Friday on the Green.
Oh really?
He sat right. He was right with us whenever
Yeah,
we were
he
there.
was.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I must have a Peter Lufkin shield in my eyes or
You must
something
have.
where because of the shit he talked about us 6 years ago.
hmm
We're Nope. Never mind.
Who talked
Mer-
about us?
mer- Yeah, the first episode y'all got into saying how we talked about buttholes and everything. The very first time you go to promote our show, besides that intro you did, but you're actually talking to a guest, and you tell him, these guys, you'd really like listening to them, and you should check them out because they talk about buttholes.
They make starfish all the time.
They talk about local music, and then,
Buttholes.
of course, every show, I guess for 341 shows, we've talked about Dillinger Escape Plan somewhere.
Yeah.
That's in the audio.
I think that's still there. I mean, I think that's still an ongoing.
we haven't talked about
You-
them in a while.
You talked about him earlier in the show.
Yeah.
We did?
And yeah, you referred to him last
Oh
week,
no,
too.
no! Last week's show. That's what I'm thinking of. Last week
Yeah.
we were talking about how
Oh, the cover
you,
band?
you should listen to this band, Dillinger's Escape Plan. Then I
Because we're
listened to it,
talking about
and then
you.
3 months later, hey man, you should check out. I heard this band called Escape Plan's Dillinger.
Yeah.
Remember? That was
Well,
last week's
that was
discussion.
my introduction to him, and then
Escape the plans
we
of
talked
Dillinger.
about it when I made you the disc.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about you, man.
But y'all
We
talked
were.
about y'all talked about Dillinger's Plan every show that I've listened
Every
to.
show.
Not every show.
Every
Yeah,
show.
no.
Or at least 7 out of 10.
And then you refer to the
The poster.
poster.
Well, everybody refers that poster because they fucking love every band on there. Like every guest comes in there.
I don't think I've heard of any one of those bands.
I haven't either.
Because they're not Bob Dylan. If they were Bob Dylan, it'd be different.
Yeah, it's true. I would
Before
know.
he was electric, because
Yeah.
when Bob Dylan went
Yeah.
electric, he hates them.
Yeah, I don't like
Well, it's
Bob.
true. I mean,
That's the episode I listened to today. So anyway, an era is coming to an end. You're ending your show.
Like a good poop out of your butthole.
Just coming
Star,
straight on
Nice.
out.
Star Destroyer.
You wanted to finish it before it turned into a barium shit.
Right.
Yeah,
Before it got
before it
too
was
plugged
just
up.
clear water.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So
What's the exact
the
reason?
question?
You, what,
I mean-
what,
I don't
what-
know that
what-
there's an
like,
exact reason. It's one of those things that where it's like people.
How long were you thinking about doing it?
well,
a
people-
long time. It's been at least a year he's been talking to me about it.
I've been thinking about it for 5 years.
Yeah. Right.
yeah, we keep going back and forth. It's been 5-6 years.
No.
Daily.
It's one of those things like whenever people ask you why did you start it, and you're like, well, there's always a reason, but then there's always like all these auxiliary reasons that kind of hang around too, and so there's a bunch of different reasons that kind of make you go into it. Same thing with getting out of it as well. It's like, well, honestly, I'm really kind of tired of doing it, as far as the long
Sunday.
and the short. Because I always said that I would do it till I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
And I just got to where I was like, I just kind of don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, every Sunday. And I just think that I think, and maybe it's just, what is this called that I'm doing, Matt?
That's
A wave?
Sine wave?
Kind of like a weight,
With
like
crest.
you know how it goes up.
And you have troughs.
mountains and valleys, you know.
Yeah.
And so
Crests and
it may just be
troughs.
part of the cycle where it's like we're kind of on the low. But I feel like all the good stuff has happened, and now it's just going to kind of be like,
You still have
Yeah.
a ton of stuff in Fort Worth to talk about.
I know, but
The good thing, what I loved about your shows, is the guests you would have in that we would never have in.
Well, you mean they would never come in?
Well, it's probably a little bit of both, but like when you get political figures that have to deal with things on the South Side.
like Ann Zeta when she came on the Councilwoman.
Yeah, that
Or
was
opera
cool.
singers.
Yeah, that was cool. We get opera singers in here. We could do that.
You could also get in somebody from Richland Hills.
Yeah, but I don't really want to do that. I mean,
What
I
about
like
Las
listening. I
Colinas? We
like
could get
listening
someone from
to
Las
it.
Colinas
You
in.
doing it.
You don't want to do. Yeah, no,
I
get
don't
it.
want to do it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Like
No, they
when you
start.
get a bunch of cool stuff.
We've tried. There's some. There's been some times where we've been like, "Hey, yeah, let's do a show or something," and then the wind gets to them, and all of a sudden they lose interest because of our vulgarity and crassness, which I think we've tamed down a little bit. But this isn't about us. This is about you.
Yeah.
All right.
But there.
What was your question? Good. No,
so
I know,
you're just
nothing.
reaching. You feel like you're reaching the end.
Yeah, with that, and both of my kids are older. My daughter was 9 when I started, and Zayas wasn't even born. And he's 6 now, and she's
Yeah.
15. So, he demands a lot more attention just because he's 6, but also because he just demands a lot more attention. And this year's been really hard for him in school. He's getting better now, but I want to do more stuff with him, and I don't know that really affects Sunday nights, but the podcast, I think people think of it as being like, oh, so you got to get together for a couple hours on a Tuesday night and do a show. That's cool. 2 hours a week, that's not bad. It's like, man, I spend way more time than 2 hours a week on the podcast.
You do?
Yeah, I think about it all. I mean, and as far as in my thoughts and what I'm thinking about and stuff, sure, all day, every day, I think about my guests. I go on Facebook and look up stuff and Twitter and try to see what I can find about them, take down a little notes and listen to the ticket and see if I can steal any of their bits, or whatever. And but I think about it all week long, and so where now I don't have to think about it. It's been nice to not think about who's going to be on the show this week. What are we going to talk about? Just it takes, you don't just, I mean, you've been texting me for the last couple of days asking me questions, kind of preparing.
Well, that's for
this
something
stuff.
else.
I know, but I thought it was for this, but because that's some
No.
of the stuff that I would do or whatever, towards like,
Yeah.
But even still, it's part of the podcasting stuff and everything, and it takes so much time going to shows. Always try to, if the band's coming on and they're playing a show the same real close to when they're coming on, I try to go see them play before they come on, so I can be like, I saw you play, and
So you do the opposite of what I do then.
And what I do.
which is what.
I start putting show notes together last night,
And I try not to see any of the bands that we have on the show.
and then I sit there and I just try to think about what happened this past week. Oh yeah, this. Put them in show notes,
Yeah.
and then come out here.
So
and
there wasn't a
list some
specific
things.
event. It was just it ran its course, and you think
Yeah, no. Even last year, I was
it's
like,
not AIDS or anything.
I was like, I'm going to end it at the end of the year.
Yeah, then.
I was like,
Yeah.
after Christmas is over with, let me do all of our Christmas shows, and I'm just gonna, stop it. But I was like, yeah, I like having Joe Savage on the first of every year, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I think I got a couple of, and then RoboTuner wanted to come on and talk about Josh and the Jet Noise. That was right at the first year. It's like, well, I'll go ahead and do that as well. And then it's like, well, all right, just keep on.
yeah, it keeps going on and
And
on.
So,
Yeah.
are you gonna miss it?
Yeah, I'm gonna miss it.
Are you
know.
gonna miss? The
Never
big
had me
shows
on
we
as a
always
guest.
did?
Hmm?
Yeah, you never had Matt on as a guest.
Never had me on as a guest.
Not
Ever.
as a solo guest.
Nope.
So
Never.
But that's because you're like you told me that I have to have a set of questions that are approved by you. There's certain things I
what
can't
a
ask.
dickhead.
It's like all these rules. I was like, dude, that's not how we do it. And you're like, sorry, well then I can't come on.
So
You know?
You gotta have your people. Come on, people.
We're not going to talk about this, this, and this. And you can only ask me this, this, and that. Matter of fact, I'll give you a list of questions.
You have to
I'm like,
promote my
gotta
next
ask you.
cover band show.
yes, I gotta ask you because there's several things that this is gonna affect: the Fort Worth Weekly Music Awards show, the ballot release.
well, it's not going to affect. It won't affect the newspaper or anything.
No,
It's just-
but we've been doing a show for 6 years
Well, I know.
now,
Now I could always come up and,
and
do
a
like a guest.
lot of people listen to that
a
show.
guest spot. Now, if you're like, no, dude, once you're gone, then you can no longer.
You're dead to us.
Yeah, then if that's the case, then that's the case. Whatever. But
Once you leave the
You know,
podcast world, you're dead to us.
I don't think I'm
To
going
us
to do.
fellow podcasters.
I don't think I'm going to do another show. But if you guys wanted to go up there and do the same thing, I can still sit in and talk about stuff, and then you.
So I'm
can,
talking about the ballot show, the award show, because we always have fun at the award show. We always used to split that up.
Yeah. Oh,
Now
that's
we're
what I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I'm at the ballot show.
Oh, yeah.
Where we go
Yeah.
over
the
the
good
ballot.
where we go through the ballot.
Yeah.
And then we do the showcase. Then we do the award show.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna suck. I mean, we can still do it here, but I mean, it's just gonna suck. It's gonna be sad
yeah. You'll
because that
still
was
do
fun
it.
every year. And then, what's
Yeah, I
the
know
other
what you're
thing?
talking about. Yeah.
The
that
year-end
one-
show, because you guys have come on
Usually come on and
our
do that.
last show every year, basically, and we do a big wrap up.
Yeah.
And then,
Which that kind of stuff
The
too.
year
Is like
end one.
I'm kind of
He
looking
can still
forward.
do that. Like everything
Yeah,
that
but
we're
see-
saying, he can do now.
But see, but see,
He could take my
See,
place, so I
even-
can have the Tuesday off.
even that one is kind of like.
What's it like having your Sundays back?
Like the year end one is that's like another one that's like you think about it all week long, maybe even for a couple of weeks because it's like, all right,
what are your
God,
favorite albums?
who
What are
came
your
out
favorite-
this year with what albums and this, that, and the other, and you got to go through. And plus, it's not just we also do
That one is a pain in the ass.
sometimes we do movies and music.
Yeah, let's don't
and-
do that this year.
Well, and
Yeah.
every year I'm like, I'm going to take notes throughout the year because I know that this is coming
But
at
you
the end
know-
of the year, and I don't.
Then she'll do it Tuesday afternoon at work.
The only
It's
thing
true.
I would want to talk
do
about at the
Tuesday
end of this
afternoon
year
at work.
is local music. That's it. Maybe and national music. That's it. Boom. Who gives a fuck about movies and games and stuff?
Yeah,
That's what I do at the end of the year. But
I would like to know what a Tuesday night's like.
But we can still do other things. I still kind of, I'm hoping to still keep the brand halfway active, whether it's
Yeah,
posting
hell
stuff
yeah, make some
on
merch.
well, not
Sell
not,
it,
not
make a
necessarily that,
dollar.
but just putting stuff on Facebook or whatever. Maybe I'll make some videos here and there for Arts Goggle or different shows or what have you. So it'll still be, it won't be a defunct idea You know, so if
Ha.
And you have your idea
Defunct.
that
the
you,
Funky
Nice.
Town, that's the Funky Town.
the thing you talked about on your last show, which is a cool concept, is if other people have ideas they want to just put on your stream or in your feed,
Sure, man. If you want to
they
do
can
like
send it over to you.
a little 30-minute solo podcast,
Yeah.
you can
Let's
record
do
it
it.
on your phone and you can send it to me, and I'll post it on my feed on the Funky Town
Oh,
podcast
still?
feed.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought about doing that anyway.
He's going to
man.
keep his feed going.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll send you a 30-minute podcast
Or an hour, whatever.
of me just talking to myself
At a bar, sober.
in a pool of vomit.
Just give me a title.
No, I'll
and-
do that.
But yeah, anybody's welcome to
That'd
do
be.
that. So
I mean, that'll be rad if people actually do it.
yeah, I
That
think
would
it'd be
be
cool.
But you,
It's a
get,
cool
you gotta
idea.
keep.
If somebody just did 5
But isn't that
minutes,
going to
10
get
minutes.
overwhelming though at some point too?
Well,
You'd
it
be
could.
like, fuck.
Now, if it turns into where it's just like I'm getting like hundreds of things like a week, then I'll be like, all right, I'm not doing this. This is if I get a couple of 3, I don't think that's going to happen. I mean,
No.
it's
Zach and I might send you one a day.
That'd be awesome.
That would be so.
But I mean,
funny.
Especially, I could see
But I mean-
Zach doing that.
but it has to be
totally.
done.
What do you mean?
Edited,
You
clean.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. The only thing I'm doing is taking the file.
said do it on my phone.
You can do it on your phone and send me
Yeah.
an MP3, but it's done. I'm not doing anything to it. I'm not
Yeah.
adding an intro to it. I'm not
Yeah.
editing it out. Anything. I'm just gonna post it up there for what and call it whatever you tell me to call it. I'm just gonna put it on the feed and title it that, and then
What if it's just some like crazy
I'll probably listen
right
to it.
wing diatribe
And if it's something
about?
hateful, I won't.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always got the right to
Hey,
not put something up
Keeps
there.
the first 5 minutes cool because that's all he'll listen to, and then after that,
just
Yeah.
just drop off.
start
into your-
saying all the most crass things you
It's
could
like an
say.
hour long, and I'm like, oh, it's only 45 minutes. So I think I'm pretty safe in the last,
Last
5
15 minutes.
it's just like white nationalism and stuff.
Dead babies are funny. Let's talk
Yeah.
about dead babies. Let's talk about cancer. Let's talk about Hitler.
So yeah, no, I thought about that too, as far as like what it could open up
welcome,
or whatever.
Max.
Because I'm not gonna put anything up there that's like that I think is vulgar or offensive.
I was thinking about
or
doing.
hateful or and so
Can I do 15 minutes railing against Betsy Price? Will you put that up there?
Railing Betsy Price. What?
Railing against her.
Oh, I misheard you.
I don't know, probably not because the way you say railing against her. If you're like, I have a 15-minute commentary on Betsy Price that's done tastefully and
She's a whore,
Yeah,
and you know how you keep her from
They're probably
crawling
not-
away?
they're probably not going to do
You
that.
shoot her in the back again.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I'm probably not going to
Well,
post
we're
that.
on the watch list now of Fort Worth PD now.
Uh,
I mean, it's about time we went local.
Yeah, so no, I probably wouldn't put that up there.
We have the
I was just
FBI, the
wondering
CIA.
But I figured, like if somebody wants to like say, hey, I want to interview or I want to, well, even that, like if you're at a show, because I've had people send me a text, hey man, you should get down here. This guy's here and he's really cool. You should interview him. He's from Mississippi
yeah.
and he plays guitar or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, pull out
I'm
your phone and interview him
Fucking
or
yeah,
whatever.
interview him. I'm jacking off right now,
And
dude.
then send it to me, and then
Busy.
I'll put it on the thing.
What if Susie wants to give her cosmopolitan sex tips?
Then she
It's allowed
sends me
as long as it's
an MP3 and,
yeah, an
and
MP3.
a title. What
There's
to
not
call
going
it?
to be an intro.
There will be an intro.
And she'll make her own intro.
There will be a fully edited product.
Mine will be dun dun.
Meh. There you go. There's another
There's
reference.
an intro.
So,
And maybe I'll even take advantage of it and do like a one-off
Do your own.
weird concept.
Yeah.
do you sit back like right now, since you've already posted the final show, but basically the big parties this weekend,
hmm
the big goodbye party, your Friendsgiving, you're going to keep this going
I don't know.
party? And the other thing we got to figure out, all four of
It's
us
a
are sitting.
Fakesgiving,
or
not
Fakesgiving.
a Friendsgiving.
Yeah,
But it was the hippie bath day. Now it's the
It was.
Fakesgiving.
Yeah, and
Are
so
you going to keep it going? You going to do this every year? You
we
gonna
could do
one?
one
One
show
every
a
year,
year.
just do it?
Every Thursday, just do like a Thanksgiving, just
Yeah.
to because it's like
Thanksgiving.
family. We're coming back into town.
Yeah,
we're getting
we're
all
all
the family
seeing each
together.
other.
We're gonna have Thanksgiving. Kind of like you do anyway. So
I think my favorite
Maybe.
thing about this Fakesgiving show is the open mic.
Which we'll get to in just a second when we break all this down, because I want to ask, all four of us are sitting here in the room because it's another big event that we've only done one of. But what about the
Fishytown Podcamp Massacre.
Yeah,
we could probably still do it. I don't know about this month, but
How was the last one we did? That was up in
it was great.
It was awesome. Where
the
were
one
you?
where I was there.
you weren't there.
You
no,
weren't
no,
there.
no. The one, no, the last one we did was in Mineral Wells State Park. When we just went camping, that was out at
That wasn't Fishytown.
that
That
was a
was
Fishy
a
Town.
pod
Fishy
camp.
Town is a
That was just us going camping.
Yeah, how
And
was that?
Seth being
How'd that
there.
one turn out?
Interesting.
What, the podcast?
You didn't ever listen to it?
No.
No, you were on your
Sorry.
phone the whole time, and it kept interfering with the recorder, so it kept giving us
Oh,
little
that's
dang.
right.
Oh,
That
Because
you were
was
trying to
right when
hook up
you,
a booty call.
Yes, you
Yeah.
were.
Trying to get someone to come out to.
I've got a question
were
to ask
trying-
you.
That's
I'm
really
gay.
that's editing.
The copy.
Editing that episode was the moment I was
And
like,
the
you know
fact
what? I
that
think I'm
she's still
fucking
your
done.
fuck buddy is awesome.
That was the moment.
I like that you were trying to get a booty call in the middle of 10,000 acres in the middle of
And I
nowhere.
like that's what sent him to quit. You know what? I'm done here.
I'm done.
This guy.
This editing, this show is ridiculous.
And she keeps coming back for more. What's up with that D?
What's that?
Sure.
Who you talking about?
I saw that girl.
The girl. What?
I saw her
What?
I saw her too
I
just
saw
the
her.
other
I
day.
don't
Yeah, I
know what
saw
y'all
her
be speaking
at
of.
the corn show.
So,
I don't know if we're speaking of the same thing here.
We're speaking of the same thing.
one thing I want to
Are we
ask,
speaking on the same thing?
as I was getting into all this, the wrapping up of everything and the show coming to an end, I mean, are you looking back and thinking, man, look at all these friends I've made and
Mhm.
all these, relationships I've made because of the show.
Yeah, no, that was the most important thing, because the one thing I wanted to do when I did start it was to get back into local music, and besides the Fort Worth Weekly, I didn't know how. And so I was like, I wish there was a show that had local bands on every week. And so I was like, well, I'll do that, and I can learn about, and so that was the whole point, and to make friends by doing that. And I thought it'd be really cool if I made podcasting friends, but I didn't even know for a couple months that anybody was even doing anything. And you were doing it before I started by 6 months or so.
It's like just 4 months, isn't it?
Okay, but you were doing it before that. And then Whiskey Boy had done it years ago, quit, did it some more, and I think he was doing it at the time or whatever. But those were the first two, because I think I found his show way back whenever he was doing his first round of it, like years ago. I think I found it, and I didn't really care for it.
Then he got AIDS, had to stop for a little bit,
and then he came back,
and then he had to stop again because he came on meth head.
and then he was but then he was doing his local show, and so I think I'd found him first, and then he had talked about you guys and the Ned Files and the Dungeons and Dragons DUI show,
Yeah.
the DUI D&D show. Remember all those?
DUI.
Yeah, D&D UI. He talked about all those shows, and so I was like, okay, well, since you guys were local, I listened to. I started listening to you guys, and that was the first time that I had, and the whole thing, like where we talking about you guys, like, I like them, but I don't know. I'm just learning about the bands over here, and it seems like a lot of people that I meet are more sensitive and don't seem like they have the kind of, maybe they don't want to hear butthole talk or don't want to hear, whatever.
Everybody wants to hear about a butthole.
So that's why I'm like, I like them, and
Can we go
you know.
one down?
But so I was really nervous. I was like, I don't know how to promote you guys. I mean, you got to look at it from my point of view too. From like my show, I'm like, okay, so I'm like the NPR of Fort Worth or whatever, and then you guys are like way beyond the Howard Stern types.
We're
on the
not
other
way
side.
beyond Howard Stern.
I have to
It's-
tell you, when he told me to listen to your show, I got about 2 minutes in and I was like, nope. Nope.
Fuck these guys.
I know some of the sensitive types won't give it as much.
Like that one.
What I found out though is a lot of people that have come on my show have come on your show right afterwards, or maybe a couple weeks afterwards or whatever, and it's a completely different interview. And it's like, oh,
I like that.
and it's like you see a side of these bands that you never see, and it's a side that I never try to get to, you know what I mean? And they're more open here. They feel like that they can say whatever. You're not as bad as it sounds like that I said you were, or say you're, or as I'm say you are now. But that's how bad of a reputation that there is. But in a good way, so people can come over here and be like, I can say whatever I want, and they tend to be more free about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that whole Peter Lufkin interview you did, I had that show downloaded, and I was at DFW Airport fixing to fly to Ireland. And there was massive storms. My layover was in Philadelphia. And there were massive storms, and my flight got canceled. And so I'm freaking the fuck out because I have to be in Dublin by a certain time because I'm surprising my mom.
Mm-hmm.
My plane was supposed to land right in front of theirs. I was going to run through customs, run to their gate, and just be standing there like, oh, hey, what's going on? Because I didn't tell her I was coming. Only my sister and Tim knew. So I'm listening to your podcast, and then I go up to the counter. I stop it. I go up to the counter, and they make arrangements for me, but I gotta ride the fucking train all the way around to another terminal and rush to the international terminal, and they were gonna fly me to London and then over to Dublin. But as I'm freaking the fuck out, like stressing out, panicking, you know how I can get, and I'm like running all over the airport. I'm listening to the podcast now on the train, and I had just gotten off, started going down the escalator, and I just freeze. Like, what the fuck? They're talking about us? Because that was like the very first, besides Whiskey Boy, that's the very first time that someone else outside of the circle had talked about us, you know? And I was like, oh my God. And then it just made me laugh. The whole fucking thing made me laugh and took all the stress out. It all just washed away because I was just dying laughing listening to y'all. And you're like, you know, and they say fag a lot. I don't know if
It was Seth, man. He would say it.
That was in Seth's days, and he would drop it all the time.
Well, he dropped some other ones besides that.
Yeah. And then you're all talking about the Old South incident and all that went down.
Well, I wasn't there.
But and didn't I
I'd been kidnapped by another woman that night.
Because I'd sent y'all an email and y'all had read it, and then I said that I was a longtime listener or something like that, and then I made a couple of jokes that you didn't get, and you're all like, "What's this guy talking about? He's never even heard our show. Who is this? He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's never once listened to us." Oh, this person even listened because y'all would always end the show with like "Year of the Horse" or whatever it was the first year.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
and
whatever the year was.
And so I ended the email with "Year of the Bear," making a Southside band joke that you didn't get. And you're all like, "You're the bear.
I got that.
This guy, he never listens to our show." I'm like, I know how you sign off. It's a joke. It's not, you know. But anyways, and then I think
I was the one that started talking to you on Twitter.
I think I started. I emailed you and was like, I think I told you to listen because we talked to you because I didn't want anybody to. I didn't want to be accused of talking
You're the
about somebody
bear.
without them knowing. I'd always tell you know. Even
that
like
was my introduction to Jen and Robbie Bucks.
even when I talk about I talked about Ghost Emoji on a few shows back. I sent them an email. I was like, "Hey, it's like, you know, I talked about you guys. It's in this. This is the marker where you can start if you don't want to hear the whole show or whatever."
Is that the way you're supposed to do it? Because I mean, we should have told Del Hansen and Pete Delkus. And
Oh, those guys
Clarice
don't.
Tinsley.
Those guys, I don't matter, but local
Clarice
people that
Tinsley.
you know. And so I think I sent it, and then I think I played a clip of your show on my show, and then you played a clip
You did.
of my show playing your clip on your show, and he's all like, "Can you just play podcast clips on other podcasts?" And I was like, I wasn't sure about the rules about that either. I was like, "Sure, you can do whatever you want, right?"
Why
I
not?
was like, "Sure." I just pulled the audio from your show and played
It's
it
a
on,
wild frontier here.
you know. But that's what it started, you know, and then we became, you know, and then you
Yeah.
had, then all of a sudden I'm listening to like, and I was always on the lookout for other new podcasts, local podcasts, and then I find Off Radar. Oh, check out these guys. And they start talking trash about y'all. And I'm all like, "Hey, Dustin, I'm listening to this podcast." Well, first, I'm like, "Hey, Dustin, I found this new podcast and they're totally local. You should
They're
listen
in
to
Fort
it."
Worth, and
So
I was
he-
like, okay, I'll check it out.
I'm already like 20 minutes in. And all of a sudden, he starts listening to it. And all of a sudden, they just start talking shit about Jerry Jonestown Massacre. I'm all like, "Dude, look, I had no idea. I just got to this part where they're talking shit about you." He's like, "What part is it?" And I go, "It's 60 minutes in or whatever it was, you know."
And then I thought that was funny
But-
and just started giving them hell.
On Twitter. Then it was like this whole Twitter
Yeah, I
war
started giving them
like
a
for like
Twitter
a day
war,
or two.
just jacking with Off Radar with Aaron, and I was jacking with what's his name?
I can't remember his name,
brewery.
but it was a
Yeah.
brewery guy because he was the one that because they were there at the brewery
At the brewery,
and they were just like, "Yeah, these guys all talk
and
about
it was
you know
funny. And then
all
it was
retards
like-
are gay and all that stuff, whatever it was." That was from that show.
And
you
then
know.
through Twitter, I guess Aaron picked up that I was joking and fucking with him and stuff. So it all became, yeah, hey, this is funny. It's all good. Hey, you know, blah, blah, blah. And that was really cool.
Yeah, no, and then it just became, you know, there just started to be more and more podcasts around town that we'd find about. We found that other one, the comic one, with Nate though.
Yeah, I never really listened to them.
They were pretty good.
Yeah, but that one dude that was with them creeped me out.
And then no, not that one. I don't think.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that one. That was at the comic book shop.
Yeah, but it wasn't at a comic book shop. But it still was kind of comic-y, superhero-y. But anyways, but then you had Casually Lit and whatever they turned into now. What are they now?
They're casually
They're casually lit now,
They were
yeah.
ADFW.
Atypical.
Atypical.
Yeah. But that was fun. It was like all these local a podcast, and we would kind of do things with
RoboTuner.
each other, and RoboTuner, and we would go on each other's shows. And at that point, I was like, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted not only to do my show and do what I wanted to do, but to be friends with other people that were doing their own shows and what they want to do. And we can one year we all went to the Fort Worth Weekly Music Award festival. And RoboTuner had his recorder, Aaron had his recorder, you had yours, I had mine. We all did different shows while we were out there, and if you listen to all four of them, it was kind of cool. We were all
Everybody's different aspects.
Yeah. I was like, this is,
And what they liked.
yeah, I thought that was, really cool. And that was some of the things that happened. I was like, this is so neat, because that's what I wanted. I thought that would be really neat if we had like a little, and that didn't last forever, but it lasted a while, where we were all kind of doing those things. Yeah.
It is time consuming. And when I look back on like what we've done and the friendships and people we've gotten to know, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, just getting to know like Susie, Zach, and
Well,
Rebecca,
got the breaks there.
Joe,
It's a tragedy for
I never
me
thought,
to see the dream is over. And I never will forget the day we met. Girl, I'm going to miss you.
Milli Vanilli.
That's why I was like,
I was
dang,
like,
that's a Milli Vanilli
wow.
song.
Dang.
But I do remember having you guys over on Father's Day.
Yeah.
Was when I had you guys on.
I thought about going back and trying to listen to that.
Or the rooftop
Oh,
show.
and we got
Susie
ripped.
had me going through a bunch of shows.
I remember the first time we
that
came on
involved
your
her.
show, we got ripped. Oh, no, that was the second time. First time was, might have been both of them. But one time we came, it was when y'all first moved into the studio. We got ripped and was nonsense for 2 hours.
Yeah, that was probably Joe.
Yeah.
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 And I think the first time that we were on your
So-
show at your house in the living room is when you had just had Southern Train on. You're like, you got to listen to these guys. These are cool. These dudes are cool.
I didn't have them on.
Oh, I thought you did.
You just listened to
I
them.
think I just played a song of theirs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So now, what about the rest of the crew? What are they going to do? Are they, did you give them severance packages? Are
Yeah.
they taken care of? They have insurance and
Well,
benefits
Joe already had
taken
his
care
thing.
of?
Once he became producer of the year, he was like, I don't
Yeah.
have time for this anymore, Jeff. I
Yeah,
got like all these
that
records
just
I got to
shut it down.
produce.
I mean, and that's a big player of why you're quitting is because of Joe's
Yeah.
success.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe.
He's busy now.
Thanks.
and
and
Zach's been extra busy with school and stuff as well. We don't hardly ever play mini golf anymore.
The only one who's left hanging is me.
That's the thing is the mini golf tournament never happened.
And Susie's always over here on this
Yeah.
show, and I'm like, Susie, you can't be on both shows. You got to make a choice. She's like, well, then I choose Jerry Johnstown Massacre. And I was like, well, I quit.
Well,
That's
then
it.
I tell her you can't be on both shows. You need to make a choice, and she goes, I choose Funkytown.
See what she does?
podcast." So
She puts us
she's
both
playing
against-
both of us.
Yeah.
playing both sides against each other.
See.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what everybody else is gonna do.
I will always choose Stubbs.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you very much, Susie.
You're welcome.
Means a lot to me.
But I keep thinking,
And sober me.
I always think
Means a
about
lot.
Why
doing.
don't y'all go get a drink?
If I was gonna
Let's
do
do it.
another
I don't drink.
podcast, I think I would do a fishing podcast. I think that would be fun.
It would be fun.
You know,
I think the whole concept of taking someone with you and interviewing them while you're fishing is cool.
I love it.
Getting
well,
to
no,
know
not even
them, but-
that. Just a fishing podcast, not doing interviews. See, I'm kind of tired of doing interviews too.
But
You
it's
know?
not really. I don't know, and when I say interview, don't
It would almost be
interview
like
them. Have a conversation with them
driving
like
in
Joe
cars.
Rogan does.
Well, I know, but like,
Just yeah,
and-
there
and-
you go.
And it's cool if you're just sitting there with minnows in hooks or whatever. But if you're gonna do like any kind of walking back and forth or exploring or whatever,
Yeah.
it's hard to do that with somebody else.
But then how do you do that in a podcast?
You talk while you're doing it, and you talk about what you're
But you
doing, where
can't
you're
talk
going.
really loud. You gotta put it
Talk as
loud.
loud as you want.
The fish will hear you.
See,
You're
we'll,
not supposed to talk loud.
we can cover that topic, and if that's true or not
Yeah, that's true.
in the podcast.
That's true.
But I'm not going to do a fishing podcast. But I'm just saying I do think about doing other things. I'm sure that I'll
I'm
still
gonna do a
stuff.
bowling podcast.
There you
All
go.
we're gonna do is bowl.
Or darts. I told a dude the other day, I was like, dude, do a dart show because he's like always playing darts up in Denton and he wants to get in the podcast. And I was like, dude, that'd be a good one.
What about
Find one of these-
croquet
Yeah, that'd be
And
another
have
good
someone
one.
over?
A crochet.
or crochet? Y'all knit something during
Yeah.
the show?
Mm-hmm.
I will say though, don't unsubscribe to the feed because if I
Don't do that.
if I was to put something new up, whether it's somebody else from in town. Now, if it's somebody else, if somebody sends me a podcast, and then I'm gonna post it on the Funkytown podcast page and Twitter and all that stuff, and try to promote it and get it
Yeah.
out there. But if I was ever just like, you know what, I think I want to do a little 30-minute show because I haven't done one in 6 months or whatever, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't.
Announce it.
No, I
You'll
wouldn't.
just do
I
it.
would just put it up there.
And see if
Awesome.
anybody grabbed it.
Just see if anybody grabs it.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
I like it.
So don't unsubscribe because you never know, Or I might even just be like, I like this music and do like a set list and just play like an hour of local music and no
So
interruptions.
now that you started this, you said you started this because of the local music and everything, and wanting to get to know more.
And see, now I know everything, so I'm just kind of done. I was like, I know it all.
Okay. Do you want to do the quiz like Whiskey Boy did?
No.
So, like, do you feel like you might start losing touch of what's going on in the music scene and kind of like your love for it? Are you still going to go to shows all the
Yeah,
time?
no,
You
I'll still go
gonna
to
see?
I
Are you
was
going to
gonna
go? How are you
say.
going to discover new bands?
I won't go
and-
all the time, but
yeah, not all the time, but you know what I mean.
But yeah, but I'll still go. Probably at least once every couple of weeks, I would guess.
I think that
And-
there's a group chat that you're part of that'll tell you about
Yeah.
everything that's going
Most
on.
of those guys in that group chat are assholes.
Are dead. Group chat.
But yeah, I'll find out
They're full of trickery.
I'll find out it the same way that I do
Next
now,
horror
as
movie.
far as like just I'm still Facebook friends with every band in town. It seems like, and so I'm still seeing all the shows and people are doing new stuff and the weekly and your show and there'll still be ways and being friends with everybody. And you go, I guess we went to the Me Motor Scooter show on Friday night, and we had guests from out of town in, and I was like, I don't know. I mean, Me Motor Scooter is an entertaining band to watch, even if you don't know anything about their
Well,
music.
they're on Channel 5.
But they're a little loud, And I didn't know if this gentleman who's in his 50s and who is 50 and his son who's 15, if it was gonna be too loud for them or not, And I had no idea about the other bands. I was like, I don't know what they do. But when we got there, the Go-Go Gorillas were playing, and it's like it was just perfect. They had monkey heads on, suits, these really cool guitars. They're doing like this little kind of instrumental surf rock type stuff. And they just walked in and their eyes got real big and they're like, oh, we're at the coolest place in town right now. This is neat. They really,
They loved it.
yeah. And then that's how I found another new band that I like. I really like they had a great set. They were so much fun. It was perfect for out of town guests. And then it was a good appetizer for Me Motor Scooter because they were loud and stuff, but they're already having so much fun at this point. We're just a rock show, and now we get to see this punk rock band kind of do their thing or whatever. And
And they liked it?
yeah, they loved it.
That's awesome.
No, we didn't stick around for the Gorehounds, so I don't know how they would have turned out, but I'm sure they were good too. But that's how you do. You go see a band that you like, and then try to get there early enough to see one of the bands that play with them. And
I mean, that's the way it is with national band. A lot of national tours, you
Yeah.
go and you see these opening bands, you're like, holy shit, they're badass.
yeah, and so that's how that's how I find out about it. Now I know all the resources and where to go. When I
Right.
started, I didn't know what clubs there were, who to talk to, who was doing what, or anything. Now if I want to know, I can go to Robbie Rux and be like, hey, what's happening right now? Robbie will
What's
tell me
cool
about
right
all the newest stuff that's coming out, or ask you guys, or
Yeah.
any number of people.
Cool. So,
yeah, I'll still be
now,
around. Plus there's always Friday on the Green and Arts Goggle. There's so many chances to
Open
see
streets.
open streets. But I mean, these are things I take the family with. That's one thing I don't want to say like I'm not doing the podcast because I want to spend more time with my family because it sounds so. But in the absence of the podcast, I will be spending more time with my family. But those are the things that we love doing. Is
because
going
y'all
to
do a
those
lot
events.
of things on Sunday nights.
No.
No, but even like a Sunday day trip, there's no.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have,
you-
I have
yeah,
to
you
get
don't have to
home
be
by
there.
a certain time. Yeah,
But that's also the joy of a podcast. You don't have to do anything at a certain time.
true.
So,
No, the youth group needs a ride home from Glen Rose. I'm not sure what Sunday it is, but it's on a Sunday. They're like, "Can anybody drive them back?" And
Like,
You're like,
hell yeah, I could
I
do
can
it.
now.
yeah,
Give me a fifth of
I ha-
whiskey.
I haven't told them that, but yeah, I was like, "Well, I
I'm
don't
going
have
to get loaded.
I don't have any reason why I can." But before, I wasn't able to do that stuff.
Just don't drive
Okay.
through Mexico
It's the wrong way.
On the way up.
on the way up.
Yeah. Like,
Um,
we shouldn't joke about that.
so
probably.
this
pretty
this Saturday is the culmination of everything. It's the Fakesgiving celebration and the goodbye party.
Yeah, because it'll be our last show. It'll be the Garage Bros' last show for a while. Nobody knows this yet, but Rex and Joe Savage are both calling it quits at the same time. So everybody
now
on the
they
bill-
know.
I'm just kidding. Rex is like, "What the fuck, dude? Hey, man."
Right. I just
Joe's like-
recorded a bunch of stuff.
Joe's
And
like-
Joe's like, I just put a record out.
And I got scheduled out for till March.
Yeah. Going across country. But okay, so the
But
show's
then-
going to open with an open mic.
An open mic, yes. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. There's a lot of surprises. We've got some stand-up comics.
You
that are
going to run
coming
it
in.
down?
Yeah, we can
You going to
try.
run it down? Run it down.
I
Let
am.
people know what's going on.
Okay.
I'll open up the show. I'll get 5 minutes, and then so I'm
What are you doing?
just gonna probably say thank you. I might play a song. I don't know yet. So we'll do.
Wish I knew
so-
what
yeah, that's what-
podcasts were before you.
So there's that, and then after me, I was thinking Nina Tai wanted to do one song, so give her 5 minutes. She came on. She was early, probably like maybe early in year two. After her, it's another like early friend named Jason Earl. He wants to do a song. Then I think after that, is that when we have Stubbs? Do you have it up? And that's, I think. After,
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I do. Hold
like-
on. It's
like-
right here.
So the first,
I'm doing this.
the
Yes.
first,
This
the first,
is a real thing.
the
You
first,
are.
The first 15-minute block is 3 people doing 5 minutes. Music.
Right. Then it stubs for 5 minutes.
Is that right? Or is
Yep.
it okay? Yeah, and then it's Stubb for 5 minutes, and then it's Mandy Hand and Brock
Mandy.
Miller, but they get 15
Mm-hmm.
because they were the first one to sign up and wanted 15 minutes. So, and then after that, it'll be Matt Thomas
Yep.
doing 5 minutes,
Yep.
and then after that, it'll be Zach and then Dustin,
And then Dustin.
and y'all will split the last 20 minutes or whatever.
I need
it is.
15.
Yeah, you're good. You got it.
So I may roll over a little bit.
You're
but,
fine.
Yeah,
It's no problem.
Yeah, Zach needs 5 to 7, I think. So I mean,
we're gonna have our stuff, I guess, set up beforehand.
so are you gonna be wearing your bathing suit during that part?
Yes.
First off, the bathing suit has to get here. I am watching the tracking.
I still have
like
mine
a
at the
hawk.
house.
Thought we already had it here.
So if it doesn't get
No,
here, I
yeah,
can
if
bring
if
it
it
mine
doesn't
over.
get here,
Yes.
you can bring that. But this is special edition. Like it's coming from across the country, and it's beautimous. So it needs to get here,
Okay.
and it's supposed to be here on Thursday. But I don't know if I'll have it on at that point right then. It's all a surprise. I mean, I've got logistics I've got to do.
Okay.
So we're gonna set up the instruments probably before everybody goes up, and then just be able to get up there and do it, and then come down. So
We've got some bands that are backlining some stuff too. So.
we
Yeah.
won't use any of their stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the Ranger's gonna have his drums set up.
Yeah, because Mandy
We
asked
won't
if
need
they could be a
drums.
3-piece. Did
We
I
won't
already
need
tell you that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. She wants the drummer. And I said, that's fine because we'll have Jim's backline. So we're good.
Yeah, we
it,
won't.
it should be fun. It's
Yeah. Should
Um,
be super fun.
the first time we did the open mic. I think
We have
it,
one
It was
person.
just Matt Thomas was the only one that signed up for it.
So I was excited when this one filled up.
He's excited about his set. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it'll be,
Yes.
it's gonna be good.
And
It
I
should
don't know.
be really good.
I don't know if Zach's gonna do 5 minutes of comedy. If Zach's gonna do 5 minutes of sad poetry. If Zach's gonna do a
Ugh,
song.
I hope it's not sad poetry
don't
because his
have-
sad poetry is hard.
I don't
core.
have any idea what he's gonna do. So yeah, I would recommend. I mean, that's at
I think
8:30.
I'm gonna do sad poetry.
It's like, well, do whatever you want. You got 5 minutes, man.
I think you should just get up there for 5 minutes. And go.
You can just ask
Just
questions.
Kimmy. Just Kimmy.
You
No,
should do.
over and over.
Just-
again.
Woman.
Just give me.
Just go up there and
Woman.
just say,
Just give me.
I'm Matt Stubbs,
give me-
and everything's open for questions.
I should
Ask
do that.
me
And then
anything.
people
Yeah,
could-
you do a whole ask me anything.
Do it
segment.
AMA.
I
Yeah,
should do that. Might
Do a
be what I
Kevin
do.
Smith. Ask me
Yeah.
anything.
What do you guys want to know?
you got 5 minutes.
Hey.
Got 5 minutes to start the counter.
Are there any single ladies in here? And do they like sober Stubbs?
So, but yeah,
Crickets.
so it's gonna be at 8:30. So I'd get there at 8:30.
I'd probably get there about 7:30. Actually,
When
I
ni-
would
what night
probably
is
get
this?
there about 4.
Saturday,
Saturday?
November the 9th,
Yeah.
Something going on.
2019.
Yeah, you have
Main
this
is
going on.
Southside.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russian circles.
1002 South Main
You're not
in
going.
the
High
near
on
South
fire.
Side.
You're not going to the Russian Circle Jerks.
High on fire.
Is High on Fire that night too?
I think.
No way.
I think so.
Jesus. You know what's Thursday? Is Torch.
I know.
Torchy.
Yeah, how am I going to write 5 minutes worth of material by then when I got all these things about to happen? And I'm sober.
All I know is I'm busy Friday night.
You're doing Torch, right?
I got to come up with 5 minutes too.
Man, it's a Thursday night in Denton.
See, I'm doing mine first because nobody will be there at 8:30.
No one's gonna be there when I'm doing mine, so I might really do questions. Questions.
This is my stand-up routine.
I
Anybody have
need
any
some.
questions?
I need some of your stand up.
My stand-up's not appropriate for his thing, though. Like,
It's not
I
like
talk about
families are
jacking
gonna
off
be
a
there.
lot and stuff.
People jack
So
off.
does-
They know that it's funny.
Do you know how
Wasn't
many-
Zach's comedy about jacking off too?
Yeah.
Do you know
see,
how
that's
many
too jack-off
ejaculation jokes there were the other night at Kevin and Jay?
Did they say?
Oh my God, they said everything.
Did they say what erection day is?
No, they didn't
Elections
know
in China.
that day was not erection day.
That might
Every
be my
day
greatest
is
joke.
erection day.
That might be my greatest
If you're,
joke
if
of the
you're
year.
with the right partner.
Every day is erection day.
Erection day in China. Who'd they elect?
My wiener.
It's genius. sir.
My
The
wiener.
joke tells itself.
All right,
That's a Bowling for Soup song.
so you're.
Going home.
Are we bringing food? Is that still the deal too?
Will there be
Is it-
refreshments?
Oh,
No,
shoot.
we never.
No.
We never really talked about that.
Yeah.
Never
Is there
paid
gonna
attention.
be a buffet at all of anything?
No.
So
No, I think it'd be cool if there was. I just don't know what the logistics is and how long things last
Yeah.
in a bar.
Sounds like a big party.
Huh?
Sounds like a big party to me.
I mean, if you
Guys,
How
I'm
long
sober.
things last at a bar?
if you bring things that are non-perishable over time,
I mean, like a potluck. But is there places to like plug all the stuff
Hell
in?
yes.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
is.
If you have, if you have
back
like,
there by the
stage.
merch
There is,
stuff.
if you
yeah.
have crock
Yep.
pots and
Yep.
all that
Should
kind
put
of
that
stuff.
shit on the stage.
Can we come and
We
sell
make the
Jerry
shows more.
Jonestown Massacre stuff?
Since
We
we,
have a
haven't
bunch of
sold it at
shirts.
any of our ever.
We have a bunch of shirts and bandanas.
Oh,
we
I
need
do
to
have
sell.
stickers,
Oh,
I
yes.
hope you know I bought a shirt and a
and you can
bandana.
pick these up for $10
Yeah,
a piece.
we have
I got to get a shirt for Courtney.
Yes,
$10
I
a
said
sticker.
I was going to get her one. And
No,
it's been like,
but I'll
how
give
long
up.
have we had these damn shirts now?
$10.
Yeah, I got to put it on my tab, unfortunately.
If
How
you, if you get a shirt, you get a free sticker.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, you can get it. Just come out and get a free sticker.
I'm getting sweaty,
I
guys.
want to just pass them out.
Are you getting nervous
Yeah.
about your set?
Mm-hmm.
It's
gotta
5
go.
minutes.
You got
I'm gonna
this.
start
5
writing.
minutes.
Yeah, 5
You
minutes.
should have been
man.
writing like 2 months ago when I asked you.
If you do 3,
I've
you'll be
had
good.
too much shit going on.
Talk about that. Good
Yeah,
comedy's about
my
real
shit
life.
life.
Right? Yeah. Talk about your real life.
Look at Chris Rock.
What do you
about-
think the jacking
at
off
Bill
thing's going
Burr.
to be?
It's all real life stuff.
How often? How many times a day do you jack off?
Right. Like, it depends on the condition I'm in.
Mine has dropped drastically.
It has.
Yes.
Yeah, this busyness that I've,
Uh-huh.
like my new job and stuff has cut into my jacking time a lot. Need to change my priorities.
Are there certain times of?
Need to get things right
Are there certain
with the
times
Lord.
that your hormones affect how often you jack off?
I don't think so.
I
think it's just,
I think it's when the wind blows.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, well,
I
you
think
said
so.
yours
Men are
has
a little
dropped off
different.
drastically. Is that a hormone change?
No, I'm just having sex
Busy.
with a bunch of things.
a bunch of things.
A bunch of things. A bunch of objects.
Cars, pianos.
That's not the same as jacking off, is
We
it?
don't consider
Refrigerators.
that jacking off.
Apple pies.
There's some
Skateboard.
knots in the fences.
Oh
some
my
knots
god.
in the trees.
You naughty fence. Ooh, naughty fence.
You naughty
You
fence.
naughty fence.
I'm gonna knock you down.
Spinners, man. Damn.
That's why you sandpaper it before you go in the knots.
But then after the open mic,
Yeah.
Yes.
we're gonna have Rex play. So I wonder if he's bringing his drummer. Or
Yeah.
so to speak,
He's
yeah.
no. He's got basically a full 45 minutes for us if we want it. We can tell him how long he has.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's pretty stoked.
I don't know if he's gonna have like the.
I'm gonna need
He'll
to
have the
him
drummer and the DJ.
ready to
Yeah,
go.
it's cool.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm gonna need to have him ready to go right when I'm done.
Okay.
Just let him know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let him know.
And then after that will be,
Joe Savage Band.
and then after that will be Garage Barrage. Yeah, they asked me. They're like they told me it was gonna be their last one, and they asked if there's any songs that I wanted to hear.
And they asked if they had a time limit, and we told them they had till the bar closed at 2. So
It
Garage
will
Barrage
be
may play.
Fucking amazing if they do that.
Yeah.
If they actually pull it to play till closing,
Ah.
I will love those guys.
We
Yep.
said 1:30.
We did say because
1:30
give
was
them
too
some time
nice.
to clean up before the bar closes.
But that would give them like 2 hours or 2.5 hours. I
And
think,
they
you know.
have, like we were talking during the break, I mean, on my hard drive, I think I have 75 of their songs.
Yeah.
But when the three of us went, when they did the Dreamy Life happy hour, and it was basically just the three of us and a couple of their family members that came in later, they got up there and they just jammed. They didn't play any songs that they had ever played before. there's one that they played like in the garage one time, but for the most part, they just were up there jamming, and you could just see how much fun they were having. It was a good time.
You know.
You know what sucks? I'm never gonna be able to show y'all my rap that I did for your intro.
Yep. We'll never
We're
be
never
able to
gonna get to do
do
it.
the cuts of all the
You could do
Zach
it
Lib
as
songs.
part of your set.
Hmm.
You could do the rap as part of your
I
set.
don't have
I need
any.
a
I don't
beat.
have the beats and everything.
And you know what?
Yo,
I
I've
got
got
the rap.
mad beats.
Matt, you know
you
what
just
could
let me know
happen?
and I'll do it.
You know what could happen
Like
during
beatbox,
Garage
like-
Barrage's set?
There you go.
Huh?
If Ian and John need a break,
Just go up there and.
you get up there with the Ranger and do some temple.
Yeah. Is he ready? What is that
Uh,
temple band anyway?
What is that temple band?
Always
Anyway.
got them weird mask on, looking devilish.
It should be fun.
I think it will be fun.
Should be.
It's going to be a fun night. It'll be one for the books. You're going to record some audio. You're going to shoot some video.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing anything. We'll let other people do it though.
Yeah. I'll probably bring my camera.
I was going to say,
shoot some
record
video.
some video so you have it for prosperity's
If
sake.
we're gonna do
Because you
that.
can't rely on other people's videos. They'll do it on their phone, and then you will never see it again.
But I thought about bringing the
That's true.
recorder and just giving the recorder to somebody at the beginning of the night, and then just picking it up at the end of the night,
That would be fun.
see what happens.
and
they
then
do.
just see what's on there. Maybe put it together.
Yeah,
and
that'd
throw
be
it
cool.
up.
You know that little
Haven't
thing
we
that you
done
got?
that before? Haven't we done that before?
Maybe that's what you do. Yeah, we did do that once. But that tell them, whoever you give it to jack around with it for a little while, then pass it on.
Right. Do whatever you want for a few minutes, and then give it to somebody else and tell them
It'll
to
be
do
like
the same thing.
The disposable cameras at a wedding.
Yeah, kind
Where
of.
people
yeah.
just run around and take pictures, and then you get them developed later, and you're like, oh, look, there's someone's dick.
So we'll have an audio version of that.
Yeah, you'll have an audio version of someone's dick.
Yeah.
Look at this nice plumbing here. Oh, there's a penis.
Oh, look, there's the cake. Look, the bride, the first kiss, and a dick.
Had some pops. Hey, that's why I'm not drinking this month.
So
The
yeah,
sad thing is I've seen this picture of the toilet.
it wasn't for me either. That's the thing.
Yeah, no.
That's what's
Yeah,
crazy.
No, it wasn't from Dustin.
She goes, have you seen Stubbs' dick? Yeah. Why? 'Cause it was just sent to me.
Oh gosh.
I've seen several musicians in the Fort Worth music scene sticks just sent to me by other people.
You mean they're not just sitting there on the GG site?
No,
Y'all don't just post musician dicks?
no, but maybe I should start that thread.
Yeah, I think you should.
Yeah.
Here you go. I've got a collection of local musician dicks. I'm not going to tell you who they are. You can guess.
I've got him in my photo album titled Local Musicians Sticks.
Oh.
I want to see this photo album. See if I identify any of them.
I don't think you'll be able to. Maybe
okay.
context clues will let you know.
Yeah. Like, I know those boxers.
I recognize that.
I know those shoes.
Whatever. Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to get all dressed up. I want to wear bowling shoes.
Nice. I got a
Maybe.
shirt coming in.
Dang.
Well, bowling
I didn't even
shoes-
think about dressing up.
This is an event, darling.
I'm not gonna dress up. man.
Okay. I mean, I will now that I've thought
There
about
you
it.
go.
Now I have to go shopping.
Becky and Danny said they were going to fly in. Remember in Cherry?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
flying.
No,
Yep.
they're not, are they?
Yeah.
They said they were.
They said they were.
They're not. but
They
yeah,
won't.
They just said they were a couple weeks ago.
They won't. They won't.
They won't. They sure won't.
I hope I
They
can see them
won't.
when I go out in January, because if they do the show on January 17th, that will be on my birthday,
That'd be cool. But it wouldn't come out until like February 2nd.
at least, or maybe sometime after Easter.
It's like 3 weeks behind or something. I think next week. Did y'all? A few weeks ago, he posted a phone number and said to call in and leave a story, not a haunted story, just a vinegar moment or something.
Yeah.
So I called and I talked on there for like 6 minutes.
Nice.
And I
Good
keep
job.
I keep waiting for it to happen, but it wasn't this week. So I think it'll probably be the next one.
January 1st.
Yeah,
when it'll be out.
that's when it'll be out. Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
'Cause
Take
this
your
week-
time.
This week they
I'm
were talking.
enjoying them, and I'm glad they're doing it.
Oh, I love
It's
it.
good to hear 'em
No,
back together. It's so great,
I love it.
and I love. God, Becky, her nut punching is.
I really want to play Blurt. I want to go out there just to play Blurt.
That's what I want to do.
I think I would do pretty good at it.
This week's Blurt was great.
I would have killed it. I knew
would've
Growing
too.
Pains as soon as he was like
This-
Growing Pains,
This week's flirt.
Family Guy.
This week's
I was
flirt when
on it.
Eric
Family Ties. I got Family Ties.
when Eric was all Susie's yelling at the radio right now. I was yelling at the radio right now.
Yeah, I knew.
He's all, show me that smile again. I'm like, that's growing pains, you know.
Yeah. Of course, they were under pressure.
Yep.
I know,
You
it
know,
is
And
different.
Becky's
Becky's
when you're-
tired.
Yeah, you could smell her tired.
Yeah.
Smell like sauerkraut and something else. I forgot what he said.
See, so my post on Bed
That's
Talks
so
was
great.
not far off.
So take
That your crotch smells like sauerkraut?
No, where it was like the way I imagined Becky talking to Danny, like,
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah. Hold my hand.
yeah, I just want to hold your fucking hand, asshole.
so when Tuesdays come along and you're like, dang it, I really kind of missed the Funkytown podcast showing up on my newsfeed on this day.
Bed Files.
Bed Files.
Yeah. Go
That's a good replacement.
subscribe to the Bed Files. It's
Yep.
enjoyable.
It really is.
It's
I keep
not
thinking,
the NPR Fort Worth, but
No.
it's the, I don't know.
well, and I keep thinking that they're gonna have like some sort of structure to their show, and they just don't. It is chaos. From like this week, Danny's all, "Oh my god, are we starting the show?" Like he had no clue that the show had actually started.
It's so good.
It's so good.
So good.
He's like, what's the show about? Well, it's kind of like our show, a show about nothing. I was like, yeah, it's kind of is a show about nothing.
It is a show about
They
nothing.
just on the fly. You know, what do you want to do? Vinegar minute? Okay, I got a vinegar minute. Sure, let's do that. You got a Pope thing? What does the Pope do?
You guys vamp a little bit. I'll
give me
look up
3
a
words.
pope.
So when they did the dick pic thing,
Uh-huh.
I forgot all about the intro I made for him.
Oh, it was great.
Totally forgot
the-
about it.
the
And
Three's
I've
Company
I've
one.
lost it. I mean, I think that hard drive that was on is toast. And when I heard it, I was like, oh my God, I totally fucking forgot that I'd made that and sent that out there. It was great.
Well,
Yeah.
still,
They
still
need
want
to look for dicks more. I think we should all take pictures of our dicks and send them out there anonymously and see if they can what they say about them, and
I
see if
don't-
they're like,
I don't wanna do that.
I can't. Yeah.
oh my God, that's terrible. What's wrong with that one? Is that a scab?
Stubbs has spaghetti in his pubes.
Yeah.
Ew.
No,
That'd be funny.
one of my favorite things was back when we were hanging out with all the podcasts here. We were also friends with that podcast out there when they were the Ned Files. But they sent me audio with Becky singing. It was her doing like the Funkytown podcast stinger, the Funkytown. And so I put those at
Yeah.
the end of the last show. And I played them in random shows ever since she's sent them to me. You know, they show up all through. Even whenever the Ned Files wasn't around anymore, I still use the audio from, you know, well, you do too, even like with
Every single episode is her doing the intro.
yeah, with the
When we changed sponsors, I just subbed our voices,
in it, but you still used her doing the.
Yeah.
This week's episode brought to you by.
because her sponsors were all the old people.
Yeah.
Seas Candy, Rouge Design. and-
Right.
Yeah. What was the other one? The Blade Place.
Oh yeah.
Bud Cave.
House of
Bud Cave.
Blades.
But yeah, but I have audio
Like
from
torturing devices.
from you
Yes.
guys because we used to make audio, so it's like I would be like, "Hey, this is Jeff from the Funkytown podcast," and listen to my show, whatever, and send it to him so he could play it on his show, and then they would send us the same thing. So I have some of those still from
You should send them all
I was
over.
I was trying to find
some of those old
something
ones
real
that
fast.
that I played on my show that y'all sent me.
Because I do have something in here that
One of them
cracked me up.
was Seth, you know, like F this to the A to the B to the. Remember that whole thing?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
And when
Hold
he
on.
read the
Hold on.
O'Brien.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty
Hold on,
funny.
out.
JJTM.
Yeah,
where
this
we
one.
S on your T's and C on your F's. We don't play with your E's. We straight F your E's with our D's. Hard.
Hard.
If you like to C on your A, then you C to the P, because we Z all over your G with our B.
What's the Z?
It doesn't even make any sense.
You told me to write something out real quick, so I did it. I don't know what to do.
JerryJonestownMassacre.com.
My favorite one was this one. Well, here's the Ned Files one.
Hey, pedophiles, it's Seth from the Jerry Jonestown Massacre.
Wait, hold on. They're not called pedophiles.
What do you call them then?
Nedophiles?
What the fuck is a nedophile? And who the hell is Ned?
I have no idea.
Well, okay. Number 69 here to tell you about the Jerry Jonestown
Hey,
Massacre.
no,
God
wait.
damn it.
Why do you get to be number 69? What if I want to be number 69?
Well, I wanted to be number 2 because I'm a piece of shit, but that number was already taken by a piece of shit on their show.
Why would you want to be a piece of shit?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Stupid.
the Jerry Jonestown Massacre is live every Tuesday night on Mixlr around 8 p.m. CST, with a new show released every Wednesday on iTunes, Stitcher, Dogcatcher, or whatever your favorite podcast app may be.
You can also catch up on all our happenings at JerryJonestownMassacre.com.
This is how we would cross promote.
Yeah, we should stop doing it though. We should
This
have kept
one
doing it.
was my favorite.
Internet, are you ready?
It's the most extreme, death-defying podcast on the air.
The Jerry Jonestown Massacre.
Who is that?
A new show this Wednesday.
When we did Wednesdays.
Watch Matt devour a whole truck and then poop it out in one piece while cleaning his teeth with a log cabin Indian.
See Will karate kickflip a helicopter while playing the Star-Spangled Banner on a trumpet made of seahorse bone.
Take a journey down Justin's throat to see his collection of pet octopi, and then take a swing by his lower liver for a pint of beer on the house.
And watch Seth drink a bottle of whiskey in one setting.
Wait. You already do that. Whatever.
Wednesday at the JerryJonestownMassacre.com.
Come one, come all, come everywhere.
No, those were good times.
Those were great times. Oh, God. Yes. Well, it's been fun, Jeff.
Yep.
Enjoy your retirement.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
Catch us some fish. Tell us what it's like on that side.
Yeah, you're a civ now.
Yeah, civilian.
Total.
Yeah, you kept saying, "Oh, he quit, huh? So that means we win. We win." I was like,
"Oh, we do win."
I was like, "What? It seems like to me, I finished first, so I win."
Oh yeah, that's all I'm gonna do on my 5 minutes. Is just, "We are the champions," like Dirk did. Yeah, so
that'll be terrible.
Oh, what I'm gonna do is gonna be terrible, I'm sure.
Is it? Yeah. Well, this Saturday, come out, mass. Let's do this. Let's
hang
do
out
it right. Hang out with us.
Sober Stubbs.
Hang out with Sober Stubbs.
Oh, and there's also a party for Jeff.
He said he will talk to you and spend time with you and treat you like a normal human. So let's make sure that happens.
He'll take selfies with you.
He'll take selfies
sign
with
autographs.
You. He'll be there till the very last Matt fan.
You can meet the actual hashtag
You know what? Stubbs. I will stay until the last hashtag Suck It Stubbs fan leaves the building.
He will even sign your boobs as hashtag Suck It Stubbs.
Whoa.
Oh.
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
I might get in trouble for that. So
when a bunch of guys line up.
Yeah.
I don't want you to sign their sleeves.
Suck It Stubbs on their dongs. Gotta go.
On their buttholes. All right, let's get out of here. Ending this show is Becky from the Bed Files singing Podcast Baby. Let's do it.
Butt toot so bad right now.
Later, Jeff.
Later.
Later, Susie.
Bye.
Bye, Susie. See you Saturday. If I make it.
If you live.